Hey guys, Astro Prime here, and oh hi ZM, welcome back to the streams, or rather in this case it is a brand new adventure, so welcome to the stream, and possibly an infinite adventure. If not, it would just fall flat like most of the other games we played. But yeah, I think it's about time I really dive into this game. Probably you guys know it by now. It is No Man's Sky. For those of you who are unfamiliar, I don't even know where to begin explaining about No Man's Sky. So I will talk more about it as we load it in. But let's just hit play game first. It is going to be a brand new game. As you can see, I do not have any save files at all. It is going to be a brand new adventure. And I would even dare say it's going to be almost blind, because I have not played this game in donkey years. Yeah. So okay, so I don't even know what a community expedition is right now, but I'm gonna just go with the safe choice of normal, because goddamn, half of these other things I've never seen before. Hi Melody, and yeah, I know I said that I may not consider No Man's Sky. I changed my mind. Do take note guys, this is No Man's Sky's Chillstream, which means that it's gonna take on the similar format of Fallout, where it will not be a very deep dive, rush to the end of the story kind of thing like what we usually do for our regular live stream series. Now those are more story based, those have a little bit more progression, and the frequency is a lot higher. Whereas our Chillstream series are much more relaxed, much more freeform and free-flowing, and I realized that No Man's Sky might be more suitable for a Chillstream kind of concept. There is a story to No Man's Sky last I checked, but it will not be something that we are going to be actively like pushing towards the end. We will still do it at some point, but yeah, we will really take our time with this game. I will talk more about this game as we really go in and just figure it out, because honestly, if you ask me how to explain No Man's Sky, I have no idea. I actually have no idea how to explain this game. So yeah, here we are. We are awakening in a random planet. Right off the bat, you guys are probably going to be overwhelmed by a lot of things. We're in a planet called Osbiot. I don't know, is that 16? I can't actually tell that numeric number. I'm bad at Roman numerics. But the temperature is 55.7 degrees, so we're cooking in our armor right now. Pretty low radiation, so that's the RAD radiation, and TOX is toxicity. So yeah, here we are. We are parched, so we're pretty much baking right now. Yeah. So yeah, I won't lie, I actually have no idea what I'm supposed to do at this point, to be honest. Okay, right off the bat, can I do something first? I just noticed that this game is cursed because there is a... oh god. There is motion blur. How do I get rid of motion blur? Hey, it's already close? Wait, how come it felt like there was motion blur? Hang on. Wait, what? Okay, I do not know... oh, shadows on ultra? Hell no! As much as I have a decently beefy PC, but screw that. I have a healthy respect for how much damage Shadow can do. And yeah, I'm not risking it. Okay, I guess. Okay, so apparently... okay, I'm just gonna take their word for it that there's no motion. Okay, no, I think it was just my eyes being dirty. Alright, so, like I said, where do we begin in No Man's Sky? First of all, let's be serious here, we are literally dying. Oh god, I actually have forgotten how to play this game. What is this? Perform a scan and find sodium. Okay, press C. Scanner critically damaged. Okay, we need to find ferrite dust. Oh boy. Okay, I won't talk as much because I'm kind of like faffing about. Okay, this paradise. Yeah, so I won't lie. I remember No Man's Sky has a little bit of a merciless start. They don't actually. I mean, right off the bat, they throw you into like severe danger, which is what we are doing right now. You realize that right off the bat we need to start gathering things, because as you notice our stats on the bottom left hand side, we are steadily draining in like heat. So generally planets in No Man's Sky has had most of them have hazards, so whether it's extreme heat, extreme cold, extreme radiation, or extreme toxicity, and you actually have to learn how to deal with it. So right now what we need to do is to gather enough ferrite dust, I think. Alright, there we go. So let's repair our scanner. Press tab. This one. So let's repair it up. Oh, where is it? Okay, let's repair this scanner. Okay, that's nice. At least now this one should be pretty safe. Like I said, so we can press C now to scan, which is what we'll do. And then we need to collect sodium. Okay, so nah, it's right there. Let's see if I remember how to do this. Okay. Oh boy. So if you guys, if it isn't clear by now, we are actually dying. Oh, I forgot how merciless No Man's Sky was. Oh baby. Okay, so we got ourselves some sodium. Okay. Ow! Okay, so we need to recharge our hazard protection. So let's charge it up. Okay. Alright. Okay, now can I have some breathing room so that I can tell you guys more about this goddamn game? God damn it. Okay, I mean we are kind of stable-ish. I can start telling you guys a little bit more about the game, but let me just gather a couple of things. So, now that we've got a little bit of breathing room, so we can actually talk a little bit more about how No Man's Sky is a merciless little piece of shit, and literally throw you into the deep end without and then you basically just have to react. So we need to reach the mark signal. So we're gonna go towards the mark signal while also collecting things. Yeah. So as you guys already experienced, the first few seconds of No Man's Sky is crucial because based on my memory of the game always throws you into a hazardous situation right off the bat. What we mean by hazardous situation is the 4 conditions I told you: extreme cold, extreme heat, extreme radiation, and extreme toxic. These are actually extreme conditions that. Oh wow, those are cool plants. Oh wow! Are they gonna eat me? Oh, they eat them. Ooh, I mean we are on an alien planet, so let's be careful what we shoot, right? I know I'm not doing a very good job again, like explaining the game, because honestly, especially those of you who are new to No Man's Sky may have no idea what's going on right now, and I don't blame you. No Man's Sky is not exactly the easiest game to learn. And at this juncture right now, I know my second issue I need. Let's go to the controls options. Now, where is remap control? This one. Okay, so, oh god. Okay, can I perform scan? Can I drop this to my... Nani? That's not it. Does this help? Okay, let's see whether it has changed. Oh, scanner recharging. Okay, so it did change. Aww! Wait, can I offer food? Hello? Oh, I need creature pellets. That makes me sad. Okay, fine. A bunch of hydrogen here. Okay, so what is No Man's Sky? There's no way to succinctly describe No Man's Sky, but just imagine you have access to an infinite universe. Basically, there are, I wish I was exaggerating, but I'm not. There are basically a bajillion planets available in this game. And the reason they are able to do this and squeeze it within a 10 gig. So I just installed the game, and it's only about 10 gigs install. But I'm not even kidding when I say that there are infinite worlds. I mean, okay, not literally infinite, but basically there are like a bajillion worlds that I mean, it's just a lot of worlds. And the reason they do this is because a lot of these worlds are procedurally generated. And basically what you are seeing here is a byproduct of a bunch of algorithms and math, and this is what dictates how the world looks like. And because it is basically boiling down to numbers, this allows the developers to randomly generate a whole bunch of worlds for you to explore, and we are simply in one of these billions of worlds out there. And this is of course a shared experience, so players can, in an off chance, in a very low chance they manage to stumble upon my planet, they will actually see the exact same thing as me. So yeah, it's a very sciencey, very technologically advanced game, and again, that's the reason why there's really no way for me to succinctly explain to you what in the world No Man's Sky is. On the topic of not... Okay, so let's... Wait, I remember they did mention there was a way to quick recharge. Recharge equipment. Is it this one? No, not that one. Jesus. Okay, hazard protection. Alright. There we go. So pressing X will do a quick menu and we can do a very quick recharge. But as you can see, we are following the map marker, and the map marker has led us to this little bit right here. This is the mark signal, so let's kind of head over to the mark signal first. The start of No Man's Sky is very confusing, but you essentially just follow what the game tells you to do. Honestly, the only stressful part is right at the start where... Why are you floating? Please don't do that. Oh, Jesus. I'm not gonna say no to free oxygen. Yeah. Hello? Did I get a rescue, please? Probably not. Let's get the oxygen as well. Yeah, so let's talk to this anomaly first. Whoops, I kind of reviewed already, I think. Oh, it's a distress beacon. Hello? Please save me. Scenario, iteration, a whole bunch of alphabets, deleted. Boundary separation, failure likely. Good beans. Vessel 16, empty. Cause, sentinel intervention, a whole bunch of flavor text. Analysis, fresh iteration generator, anomaly containment, prepared. I guess we could just broadcast, I guess, I don't know. Broadcast received. Traveler anomaly detected. Anomaly is compliant. Yes, I am. Position lock. System integrity scan initialized. A whole bunch of sci-fi mumbo jumbos. Probably gonna confuse you even further. But they're gonna ask us to go and investigate our crash ship. Now this is going to be our first starter ship. Love this ship with your soul, but there's a bit of work to be done. Ooh, very nice. Let's go in first. The Radium Pillar BC1. Alright, iteration, whole bunch of numbers, 4924G, online. Atlas connection, intermittent. Launch thrusters, offline. Pulse engines, offline. Basically everything is offline. I find myself alone in a strange world, unequipped and in danger. I have no memory of how I got here, no sense of her before. But this ship at least seems to recognize me. The controls react to my touch, or at least that of my exosuit. I am not dead, and this ship is a lifeline out to the stars. We could connect our exosuit or read the log. I feel like we should just read the log first. Log. Unavailable. Okay, exosuit. Connected. Pilot should perform maintenance. Select desired repair path. Well, I guess we just repair the ship systems. Self-guided repair protocols. Good beans. Initiated. Alright, so we get an incoming message and a whole bunch of information. So, our first major quest is to fix up our ship. This is really to give us access to space, which is the whole point of this game. Traveling. So, we need to fix up our pulse engine, which requires something called the hermetic seal and a metal plating, one each. Alright, so launch thrusters are critically damaged as well. We can press E to escape. Or I rather exit. Now the good thing is every time you enter and exit a ship, if I remember, they do save your game. So as you can see, the quest has updated. We need to repair our pulse engine with metal plating. And of course we can click continue and the game does a decent enough job guiding you along the first opening hours of the game. And again, I think once you manage to learn that sodium is for your hazard suit, you actually feel a lot safer. Now, the only thing I want to know is, can I actually pull back my camera even further? I mean, goddamn. I'm so close to my character, I'm really not used to the... Where? Oh, FOV, it's right here. Could I up my FOV a little bit higher? Oh, 100's the max? How bad is 100? I'm sorry guys, if I cause you guys to like have motion sickness, let me know. Okay, it's not too bad to be honest. I feel like I can see a lot more now. At first I was like literally spooning my own character. Thermal character. Oh, by the way, another little cheat that I learned from the original game was that when you are hiding inside your ship, you actually recharge your hazard protection. As you can see, my heat protection is now maxed out again. But remember, your life support does not regenerate when you are in shelter. So do take note that the shelter thingy only activates when you are only repairs your thermal protection or your hazard protection. Okay, so craft metal plating. So what we need to do is we collect 50 ferrite dust already. We press tab and we need to craft right, there we go. So the good news is the crafting system is generally tight inside your inventory. So thankfully there's not going to be too many workbenches and all these things. I do believe that there are some items that require quote-unquote workbenches. But once again, my memory of this game is so rusty. Do pardon me if I say wrong things. Alright, so let's fix up our pulse engine first. And let's drop the metal plating. They should fix up one piece of the pulse engine. Now we're going to need the hermetic seal, which... quest? Okay, it's not telling me to go back. Wait, how come my character just went back so near again? Oh, there it is. Oh, so I think when I pull out my gun, I kind of zoom into my character. Can I have the game not do that though? I don't know, man. We'll figure it out. I mean, I'll figure it out as I go along, honestly. Alright, let's see. Iteration, functional. Starship critical damage, thank you for telling me the obvious. Vital ingredients missing. Unable to synthesize required components. Pulse engine requires hermetic seal. Oh, we can request assistance from this friendly AI. Nice. Iteration comparison reviews hermetic seal nearby. Salvage planetary chart from distress beacon cache. Okay. So, we need to now find, or rather make a hermetic seal to fix up our pulse engine. Which the game is going to ask us to search a distress beacon. I believe the distress beacon is that little thingamabob over there. So let's go over. Hello? Do you have something for me, Bubble? I peer inside the beacon's housing as well as its distress broadcast unit. It contains a planetary chart. Alright, let's take the planetary chart, okay? Alright, so we got ourselves a planetary chart. Now we can open the inventory and highlight the chart and use E to plot the route. Nani? A map of a nearby planet. The coordinates of a distress signal has been marked. Select the map and use plot route. Okay, so we can kind of plot the route. Okay. Wait, what kind of... Ooh, shit. Okay, so this part is cool because this is actually new. The original, when I first played this game, this little bit was tied to a actual physical thing you had to look for. Like you had to create this little beacon I don't know. Okay, then again, my memory may have failed me. I may have remembered wrongly. Like I said, it's been a while. Okay, so can I? Ooh, I remember this. Drop it to the starship first. Okay. You can actually, I mean, the camp here has pretty nice, good stuff you can actually loot if you really want to. We do have a bit of a travel to go for, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna hide here first. Okay, so as you can see, my hazard suit is charged up. Now, this is a bit risky because I'm not sure how dangerous this is gonna be. And like I said, the beginning parts of the game is actually pretty dangerous. So you want to be extra careful. I mean, for those of you who might want to try No Man's Sky, be extra careful with how you when you just start the game. It could be a tad dangerous. And yeah, basically the only thing I can say is don't underestimate this game. You don't be surprised if you die early. I think the only reason I'm doing decently right now is only because I've played this game before when they first released. Now, history about this game. I was one of those people who bought this game on release. I was one of those people who actually held on to this game, so I didn't join the refund gang, even though I really wanted to refund the game. I kind of held on that the game will be fixed. It took a while. I won't lie, I was really happy that they managed to fix the game. Oh, this thing looks scary as hell. It looks like a yen cuckoo. Oh god. What the hell? Huh? What the hell is incoming storm? I'm not ready. Wait, what's this nonsense? Stop. Oh god, I'm actually nervous. Okay, I actually might die. Wait. Oh god. Hold on. Okay, we're in a bit of a pickle. Even with my jump boost. Okay, I'll talk more about the jump boost when I like stop panicking. But okay, I think incoming storm means there's a freaking heat storm coming, and we are going to take a lot of damage. Oh shit. Oh, I'm actually very scared. Okay, so we are taking storm. Oh wow. Ooh, this is not good. How far are we from that? Oh wow, okay, we are 200 units. We might be able to make it. We'll dead sprint our way across. We have to reach there in time. Oh boy. Yeah, the storm is doing a number to us, man. I'm not sure where we're going, but they tell me to go that way. I think we're supposed to just go that way to try and escape the storm, so... Yo, there's buildings up ahead. Okay, hang on. Alright, give me a moment. Okay, so, in a situation where you encounter a hazard storm like that, ideally try and find shelter. So if you find a cave, you can hide inside a cave. I believe it works. If not, you want to try and hide inside one of these buildings here. As long as you're within shelter, as you notice, our hazard is increasing. Rather, our hazard suit charge is increasing now because we are in shelter, so we are kind of saved. Research specimen. No? New title unlocked. Conscript Extra Prime. Nani? What's that supposed to mean? I have no idea. Check stock transfer. What do I get? Oh, we got okay, cool. We got units. Okay, units are basically money in this game, if I remembered. I could be wrong. The hazard storm is still there. Okay, I'm not supposed to be here though. I'm supposed to be here. So let's hop into this house as well. I mean, right off the bat, you can tell that something went wrong here. As you can see, the outpost here is severely abandoned and it's in a wreck. I mean, most likely the previous inhabitants were eaten or something. I can kind of see outside. Hello? What do I do? Holo archives. Assessing archives. So 6 out of 7 lots corrupted. Okay, cool beats. Entry follows. No one. Making this record in case. Leaving behind in the fabricated. Might be of some use. Visor damage. Confined ship. Uh-oh. So we get a hint about what happened to the original owners here. The lock finishes and the machine whirs to life, spitting out supplies. I have the hermetic seal. Oh, okay, that's convenient. Whoever it was that led me here, whoever left this message, perhaps they found themselves in the same situation as I do now. Right, so it seems like we are doing a arc, and we're kind of like following in the footsteps of previous survivors. Like I said, there is a story in No Man's Sky, although I've never really survived long enough in this game to... Why is it suddenly so dark outside? Yo, that's beautiful though. Honestly, if it wasn't for the fact that we're panicking because we're stuck here, this would have been a very nice place to be. Look at the stars, wow. Alright, so we can use the analysis visor. Let's press F and... oh dear. Huh? Oh, right, I remember this. Okay, so we need to make carbon nanotubes. One of it will do. Okay. Yeah. We open inventory and then we select empty multi-tool slot and install an analysis visor. Get this one. Oh, cool. Yeah. But I need carbon nanotubes. Right. So I need a carbon nanotube now. I need to gather carbon to make carbon nanotubes. Okay. If I remember carbon, so far we've been only getting ferrite dust. These are all metal based. So when you find rocks and metal, they give you ferrite. Now if I remember correctly, carbon, you need to kill animals, or you can find plants. So if we can find ourselves a couple of plants, oh, I can also get this dehydrated. Oh wow, oh so cool. The destroy animation has changed slightly. Dehydration crystal now gives like this little spark. Are you plants? No, you're pure ferrite. I need a plant. Are you a carbon? There we go. Alright, there we go. So we can craft carbon nanotubes now. Let's do that. No, not install, Jesus. Carbon nanotube. Okay, so that's gonna allow us to then go over to this and install this technology. There we go. Now we have an analysis visor, I think. Alright, so we can press F. Oh, wait, what? Hold on. Analyze objects for reward. Oh, yeah, I remember this. Yeah, so this is our analysis visor. Now, wait. How do I activate it? Test the analysis visor. Okay. Now I need to press F. Oh, I need to left click now? Ew. Oh. Okay, so this has slightly changed from what I remember. Originally, the scanning used to be automated. As long as you look at something new, they will just kind of start scanning. And you can basically get money by scanning. Oh, you can scan the little animals too. Yeah. So if you notice, every time we scan something new, so right now, so for example, these are unidentified minerals, we don't actually know the name. However, once we analyze the object, so let's say for example, I click on this and let me just find the angle. So once I scan this, the game will randomly generate a random kind of like sciencey sounding name. More importantly, you get money. So you get money and rewards for scanning, and right now the name will actually apply. So now you can see it's called roseoids. These are basically rocks. These are Spannaca poker. I don't know. Yeah, there's a bunch of plants. I believe we can scan this huge mushroom man also. Yeah, we can. Ooh, we can scan the little Yengaruga as well. How do I zoom in? Can I zoom in? Wait, there's a new mode. Analysis mode. What the hell is target sweep mode? There are so many things that I don't know what's going on. Can I zoom in? No, I don't think I can zoom in though. I can actually scan these rocks. Can I scan the little Yengarugas? Yeah, I believe this is the Yengaruga. Oh, it's another animal. Now where we are, in the middle of space, I guess? We're still faffing about in this planet that we do not know where we really are. Okay, we're gonna have to go back in and hide first to get some of our hazard protection. But while waiting, okay, so let me just, oh wow, ooh, we get to see all the creatures we've scanned. Wait, why did I click? Oh shit. Okay, everything feels so different now. Okay, but this part is the same. So every planet we visit will actually have a fixed amount of fauna. These are animal species. Every planet has about 7 to 10 animals, I think. However, flora and minerals, it's not unlimited, but there's actually too many for them to keep track for you. So if you're really a pure completionist, my suggestion is, okay, if you're going to be a completionist like me, right, and you want to explore all the different animals that the game generates for you, focus on the fauna only. You can actually go and focus on flora and minerals if you really want to. I just do that for the extra money. But over here in your discoveries tab, you immediately get to see a snapshot of all the areas that you have, the animals that you have found, as well as some of the details of this planet. So right off the bat, you notice this planet has actually been visited before by another player. Orange Camo 301. He was playing on, I think, console, and he actually discovered this planet 4 years ago. So if let's say you happen to visit a planet that nobody's ever visited before, the game actually remembers that this planet You can actually rename it as well. So because I didn't discover this planet, I cannot rename it. But if you actually find a planet that was literally the first time you are somebody stepped onto that planet, you get the opportunity to name the planet, and the game will remember that you are the one who discovered this. So maybe in 3 years time, they might actually land onto a planet that I visited, and they will actually say, oh, discovered 3 years ago by Astro Prime. So it is actually a living, breathing, so to speak, universe. But because of the algorithms, there are so many planets, and honestly I feel like we were really lucky to have landed on a planet that someone else has discovered before. So later, I'm pretty sure throughout this live stream there will be planets that we do not like. It will be our first time, and we'll get a chance to name it. So there's a very high chance that a lot of these faunas here have already been named. Hey, no. So you see, even though this planet was discovered by this joker, he did not discover this creature. I was the one who discovered this creature. So they actually record that this creature was today discovered by Astro Prime, and I can give him, like, I can rename the creature. And when I rename this creature, this creature is locked, and the game will remember that I gave this creature the name. So let's just shorten this name to Chronoma or something. I don't like the J in front, but the game doesn't make it very easy for me to. There we go. Yeah, so if let's say I name this creature as Chronoma, right? And I press accept. From now on, anyone who lands on this planet and actually meet Chronoma, they will actually be able to scan it, but they will note that the game will tell them that it was actually discovered by me on this particular day. So, and of course you get some flavor text, long-lived, whole bunch of like flavor text, nothing really fanciful. And yeah, this is actually our discovery. You see, as you notice, we can no longer edit it. So just now we get one chance to edit it, and once we edit it, it's considered our discovery, and the game remembers it. So no one else can ever change this name anymore. This is Chronoma for life, for the lifespan of this name. Oh, you're right. Chrono Moo would have been a fantastic name. Shit. Oh, you're absolutely right. That would have been great. We have another one here. You see, this was discovered by us too, so we get to name it. What shall we name this bad boy here? He looks cool. I mean, the original default name is Cobradi. We could... Yeah, what should we give it? I mean, I could really call it Spiny Quailmon or something. Should we do it? Spiny Quailmon. There. There we go. So from now on, this is called Spiny Quailmon, and it will actually... So they were even, like, the notes and all recorded first on this particular planet. Sadly, we can't rename the planet because we didn't discover it. But just some flavor text and all. And yeah, this is kind of like a little bit of our discovery for the rest of the live scan of this game. So, like I said, if you guys play No Man's Sky and you happen to land on this planet and you happen to scan this, you can actually see that the name will now be Spiny Quailmon. And yeah, it's gonna be like, you know, tagged to our name for life. So the game really simulates this entire living, breathing universe that exists. And I think that's one of the joy and the charm of this game. And it's huge. This game is absolutely huge. So even right now, as you're looking at this discovery here, I actually have this option. Now, where is that option to... let me see if I can find it. There we go. Wait, how is this possible? How is the system discovered by me, but the planet discovered by someone else? Wait, does this make sense at all? Huh? What? Hang on. How is this even possible? Why would the planets... I mean, for a person to discover this planet, they must have landed in this system, isn't it? Why is it that... Oh, unless they landed in the system but did not upload it. So they did not claim the system. Maybe. Wait, no. Oh! Wait, what? Right, no, we are on this planet now. There are actually unknown planets here. So this planet has been discovered, Quadriflats. Hectaf has been discovered as well. But there are actually 3 other unknown planets that has not been discovered yet. Oh shit, this is great. Okay, so apparently this system is not uploaded. I'm not sure why. Now we have the option. So if you can see, we can actually upload all pending discovery. This will actually give us the rewards and also allow us to claim this as our discovery. So, but before I do that, let me just show you guys. There used to be a way to do it individually. I'm gonna go into Flora. Okay, so you see, this Flora is first scanned by me, right? So I can actually upload. So as you can see, if I upload it, this will register as my discovery, and I will get rewarded with the nanite clusters. So I'm gonna show you guys right now. I mean, of course, I can rename and upload as well, but I'm not gonna bother naming every single plant. I could call this Magna. Okay, no. As I look at it more. Is this how I spell cauliflower? Could spell it wrong. Yeah, as you can see, once we upload each discovery, it actually rewards us 3 nanite clusters. If you are too lazy to come up with names, we can actually just, like for example this one, I'm too lazy to upload, like call it a magma clam or something. So I'm just going to press F to upload it, and I will get rewarded with the nanite cluster. And this is actually locked in. No one else can ever change this name, and this discovery will always be tagged to me as the the person who discovered it. So this works the same way for minerals as well. Minerals right here. So we can actually upload all of these bad boys, and they are all basically tagged to us, right? So this is all our discovery. Unfortunately, like I said, the fauna, oh no, yeah, the fauna we've already uploaded, so that's cool. Yeah, and of course, if you're super lazy, there is the option to do this. You can actually upload all. So this essentially means anything that you have discovered within this system, the system of Susan, anything that you have discovered, you can upload it all at once, and you can reap all the rewards at one shot. That is if you don't want to bother naming the planets or don't want to bother with all the faffy things. So you can do that as well. Same thing for planets as well. So because these things have already been discovered by other people, so unless I actually fly over to these planets and actually discover things that they haven't, I can subsequently upload them. But for now, I don't have that. So we will definitely explore more of this system. So the entire discovery system it works this way. You can actually play the entire game as like an explorer. You just go to different planets, discover all the flora and fauna, upload it, and then you essentially can earn decent amount of money. There are other ways to earn money and resources as well. We'll cover a lot of this as we go along. But yeah. I want to rename this, but I can't be bothered for now. So a bunch of other things about this system. This system's economy is based on material fusion. I forgot what fledgling stands for. Conflict level is dangerous, and the dominant life form. So if I recall that I think there are 4 basic life forms, 4 different species. Viking is one of them. We will discover more about the species later. Yeah, so these are the discoveries. This is the catalog. This is essentially your whole bunch of resources and items. These are basically all the in-game items. I won't go through all of them. Just think of this like a item decks of all the things you can discover. These are raw materials you can gather. These are crafted products. Equipments are basically upgrades and stuff. A whole bunch of these things, I don't know. There's base building as well, so that's one. Trade commodities are more for if you want to play as a trader. So you can actually play this game entirely as a trader. You can go to one system, you can buy their commodities, and you can buy their high value items, and you go over to another planet and sell them for even higher and earn money. And you can go to that planet and buy their things and go to another planet and sell. So it's basically like buy low, sell high kind of basic trading system. You can do that and get rich as well. Cooking product is absolutely new to me. I have no idea what the hell cooking product is, and I don't think I want to know for now. Portoglyphs, I've never tried that before. Yeah. Milestones, these are actually the more macro kind of things. So journey milestones are basically your overall achievements, right? Distance travel, words collected. I'll talk more about a lot of this. That's why I say I really do not know how to start talking about this game, because this game is way too big for its own damn good. Yeah, it's just too big, man. There's just too much things about this game to talk about. Yeah, so there's 3 life forms, not 4, my bad. Wait, I'm pretty sure there's 4. Gek, Viking, Corvax. I could have sworn there was one more, but I could be wrong. There are guilds as well. I've never really explored the guilds thing, so I'm not very sure. I won't talk about that because I do not know. I mean, the logs are basically your quest. Guides are in case you get lost, which you will. There are a lot of basic survival guides and all sorts of good stuff that will be collected here. You can even learn how to make money. These are all basic guides that you can learn, and the options we've seen before. Yeah, so these are basically your menus and your options. So a lot of things to cover. I know I just overwhelmed y'all and flooded y'all with a lot of things. My suggestion, if you do intend to play No Man's Sky, is really take your time. After the game stress you out with the first few seconds, the first few minutes where you have to really work on your survival, once you're comfortable with the survival mechanic, I really suggest you take your time with the game, because this game is way too big for its own good. There are so many things you can explore, so... Okay, can. Yeah, so anyway, what I've done was I remapped again to my mouse button so that, honestly, the analysis visor and the scanners are your most common press tools, so I suggest you map that into your convenient buttons. The Garuga right there, let's scan that bad boy. Alright. So again, if you are playing like an explorer like me and you just want to scan stuff, you can essentially just go around scanning things. Oh, this shit, these aren't plants, these are creatures. Yo, that's cool, yo. Ew, you guys are tentacle mons. Wait, what's this shit? Oh shit. One day, we will be in the air. One day. Alright, now let's stop faffing about. We want to go back to the starship. Now, I believe there's a way to tag, right? Yeah, we do. That! Oh, yo! That is not what I wanted to do. I'm sorry. Can I remove this shit? Hang on, how do I do this? Oh, lord. Wait, there was a button I can use to tag things. Hang on. Okay, there we go. Let's remove it. Was it middle mouse button? Nope. No, not E. Okay, fine. If we can't tag it, never mind. We'll just hit there first. While we're heading there, we want to scan as many things as we can. Okay, so we've actually scanned most of these bad boys here. If you see anything new that you feel like you haven't scanned, don't be afraid to just look at it and just give it a quick scan. Okay, so no. I mean, an easier way is just to point your cursor at it. Unidentified plants, which means we can scan this. Can we arm this planet so no one can step a foot on it? Nope, you can't. So remember that this game is not designed to be a PvP game, and it's also not designed to be a competitive game. Another reason why I love this game so much. So which is why this entire game focuses, and the primary focus of the game's multiplayer is about cooperation, exploring together, building together. And if you want to talk about the macro element of what the developers want, it is actually for all the players to chart the whole universe together. The developers essentially gave you billions of worlds to explore, and they want players to work together to chart the system and chart all these planets and discoveries together. This is really on the macro level what the developers are probably hoping to get, and I do feel that they did a very good job. Yeah, so from my understanding, I do not think that there's a PvP. Maybe it has changed. Maybe there are like starship battles right now. Maybe there are guild wars and all. I do not know. At least not back when I first played this game in 2016. It was definitely aimed to be a cooperative experience and not a PvP experience. So don't expect to be able to build turrets and like space level kind of turrets and to chase people away. You're not gonna get any of such things. And I won't lie, I hope the developers never do it. Yeah, I mean, I will be honest, for a game experience like No Man's Sky, keep the competitive people away. They can play their competitive games, honestly. A game like this deserves to have a really nurturing and healthy community, and the last thing we need is these things to come by. Yeah, alright, there's a... I don't identify materials in a row, so let's grab that. It's really nice that they show you the little icon that this is a discovered. It used to be just a green dot. Yeah, so as you notice, we are scanning a whole bunch of things, which is great, you see, because... Oh, that's a scary one. Okay, let's scan this. So these are hazardous plants. These are actually ironically very helpful if you don't get hit by it. So as long as you don't get hit by the plants, right, you can actually kill it. Oh shit, my mining beam is down. Oops. Alright. So we might have to top up on carbon. So when you destroy these things, they do give you oxygen. Now oxygen is pretty useful because oxygen is required for you to recharge some of your more crucial things. If I'm not wrong, it recharges your life support. But for now, let's also destroy this muskrat nuti and get some carbon out of it, because we do need the carbon. You will notice that there is a secondary mineral as well, but we are unable to collect that. I'm collecting the hydrogen crystal because I believe I need it later. Wait, what? Did you just say that? Something warning? Please don't give me warnings, I don't like it. What's that? Fireberry? What the hell is a fireberry? Why are there so many cool things these days? I do not know all these things. Hello? Ooh! Oh my god, this game has changed. I mean, the core mechanics are still the same, generally. Like, that part has not changed, but the whole quite a lot of the layers and the mechanics have really changed though. But the core is still the same, you know, running around, scanning stuff, fixing up your ship, really deciding what you want to do. You can either focus on the story and just push through the story if you really wanted to, that's an option. Or you could really spend your time running around, exploring planets, completing your planet decks. Yeah, I mean the game doesn't dictate how you should play. It just leaves it to you to decide. Right, let's see. Oh, this is carbon and oxygen. Hell yeah, that's super useful. Okay, but this is more dike. I have to get more dike. Not really. We'll just collect some ferrite dust for now. I mean, you never know when we'll need it. We're doing pretty good on the survival department, so we should be okay. Let's grab some of this first, just in case we need it. I managed to get salt as well with this dude. Okay, so... Oh, crap. Really? Oh, thank God for the quick... Oh shit, that was the unidentified. Oh, crap. I need to remember to scan things. Right, there we go. Is there a storm incoming? Don't do that. Alright, let's just grab this dehydration crystal for now. Okay, just a bit will do. Now, a little trick that I've learned, and this was something that has been present in the original game as well. If you press Q, you do a melee attack, as you can see. But if you press Q while sprinting and also press your space bar, you do this. Yeesh! Yeah, so it is a significantly faster way to travel, but do note that it depletes your jetpack by a lot. Your jetpack early in the game is very, very low, so do be mindful of that. But yeah, we're back on our starship. Let's repair our pulse engine. So we can access our starship thingamabobble. We can select our pulse engine and we can finally repair our pulse engine. Alright, pulse engine repaired, big boys. Alright, now we need to repair our launch thrusters. So the good news is we found the hydrogen jelly. God knows where I found that from. I guess I'll find out soon. Alright, so we need to repair launch thrusters with dehydrogen jelly as well. Now, we can actually craft the damn thing. Now, if I remember, the hydrogen jelly is crafted with the hydrogen crystal. So that was why I was running around collecting the dehydrogen crystal. If you want to take a look, you can actually craft product dehydrogen. So the dehydrogen crystal that we've been collecting, you can actually craft jellies out of it. But I believe we managed to collect some jelly. Somehow we managed to find the jelly. So that's good. We can actually just immediately repair our launch thrusters. Alright, now the good news is, guys, this is the one and only time you have to do all these repairing things. Once you finish repairing it for this ship, I don't think you ever have to do the repair again. However, if you ever find a random crash ship lying around on the planets, you could actually salvage it and you can go through this whole journey of repairing shit again and getting it space worthy, and you can actually sell that ship for a good amount of money. So that is actually one way of earning money as well. You can essentially just travel and bounce between planets looking for salvageable ships, repair it, bring it up to space, and actually sell it away for a good chunk of money. So that's actually one way as well. So again, the game doesn't tell you this. You actually figure it out as you go along, and you just figure out how you want to play the game. And the game, yeah, it's just up to you, man, really. So really, it's a huge game. Alright, so we need pure ferrite. Now this is where we get a little bit more of the crafting system. We've already discovered one element of the crafting system. Now this is refining. Now this part I do remember a bit. Unless they change anything, refiners transform. Okay, so this has not changed. We can actually craft a metal plating so that we can make a refiner. Alright, so let's construct a portable refiner. Now, remember X was our quick menu? Now another button is Z. Z is our build menu. So if you want to build your, if you want to enter into that base building kind of thing, you can press Z. Wait, this is new. Oh shit. No way, guys. Can I just say that when I first played this game, the building menu was a freaking nightmare. Okay, so originally in the original game, the build menu looks like that. So it looks exactly the same as our this quick menu. And it was a nightmare because you had to Q E, go up and down and go back just to navigate through the menu and get what you want. It was a bonkers and it was a nightmare. But now apparently the build menu looks like that. And maybe once I select it, I can... Oh, it's so beautiful. Oh wow, this is amazing. Yo, this is great. Oh, this is for... Wait, I can scale? Oh, parts cannot be resized. That makes me sad. Oh, you can color it? Yo, no way. Oh my my god, this is amazing. Sorry, I mean, if I'm overreacting right now, it's not because this is actually my first time seeing all of this new stuff. Oh wow, they've really advanced this game. How do I actually build it? Left click? Oh, there it is. Yeah, cool. Our portable refiner is green. Yo, that's great. You could never change your portable refiner's color originally. Alright, so you can use the portable refiner by pressing E. Now the fuel inverter, this is the one that requires every refiner, like yeah, it does look like an atomic bomb, doesn't it? You can actually put fuel in, so unfortunately it requires carbon, so we need to sacrifice a bit of carbon. This will charge up our refiner, and now we can actually refine ferrite. So we can actually bring in ferrite dust right here, and you can see ferrite dust, when you put it through a refiner, the output is pure ferrite, and that's what we need. We need a solid amount of... Okay, we actually need more ferrite dust. So on second thought, this is something that I learned from the older, like from when I first played the game. If you have rusted metal, you can actually begin refining it, and it will actually turn into ferrite dust. You can then use this ferrite dust to then convert into pure ferrite. So the good thing is the game does tell you how long it takes and how much it will process. You can stop it halfway. I can actually stop. Let's say for example, I know I only need 50 ferrite dust, right? I can actually stop it now. I can put this here, and I can just start converting. There we go. Yeah, so you can do something like that, and that is actually your ferrite dust collected. So we can now drop it back here in our exosuit. Now that immediately has what we need right now. So what we can do is we can now go back into our ship and repair it. Yeah, so there are some little tricks that you can kind of again, when you play, after you play a little bit more, you kind of start figuring out the tricks. A lot of these things I learned from when I originally played this game back in 2016, and the on and off when I came back to try out a new update and only to give up halfway. So I won't lie, I do check back into this game every once in a while, especially when they just have a new update, but I've never lasted long enough. So oh well. Alright, so there we go, our ship is repaired. We can actually, the good news is, a lot of these things, like for example this refiner here, we can actually pick it up as well. So we can press and hold middle mouse button to pick it up, and the good news is we do get back all the carbon that we invested into the charge. So that's the good news. Now I want to make sure, okay, so I remembered a habit that I used to have. All systems are functional. Let's head back to the ship first. Now, they do tell you W to take off. If you want to be super careful, my suggestion is before you take off, press tab. You can actually check out your launch thrusters. Now, in order to charge up your launch thrusters, you actually need either uranium, which you don't have access to as of now, or you can find Starship launch fuel. The good news is, Starship launch fuel is, if I'm not wrong, crafted by dehydrogen. So, you can actually craft this one, Starship launch fuel. So as long as you have one metal plating and dehydrogen crystal, you can actually craft it into Starship launch fuel. And do take note, why this is super important is because your launch thrusters, every time you take off from the ground, alright, you actually take out 25% of your launch thruster energy. Essentially, if it hits 0, you cannot take off. So there has been times before when I took off and I got myself stranded and I was running around looking for dehydrogen just to charge my launch thrusters. I still have PTSD from that day. So which is why generally what I like to do is within my starship, I will always make sure that I have at least one starship fuel just kind of hanging around here. I mean, if you are really paranoid like me, you can make more if you want, but I don't have enough ferrite dust. Having one of this fuel essentially means that you can always recharge your launch thrusters in an emergency, which means that you will never be stranded. It's a personal habit of mine. I suggest make it a habit of yours as well. If you are playing the game, always make sure you have at least one Starship launch fuel so that you are never in a situation where you're stuck on a planet. So, but with that done, we can actually really take off if we want to. Now, I don't feel like I have to hang around here anymore. Oh, there's another setting that I want to do. This is also something that, yeah, screw this, lock to normal. Yeah, change that to lock normal. You thank me for it later. But yeah, we can actually press W to take off, so let's do that. And we're off. So as you can see, I can show you guys right now, our launch thruster is now at 25%. Now do take note, the 25% launch thruster reduction is only applied when you land on random ground like that. So if you land on random places like this, you will actually, every time you take off again, you will use part of your launch thrusters. But if you land on a regular, how do I put this? If you land on a regular landing pad, you actually do not use that launch thruster. So I'm gonna try and see. Now, as you see, the game actually hints at me to go over to like head to space. I will do that definitely soon, but I want to show you guys one last thing before we head to space. So let's scan. Oh shit, my ship doesn't have a scanner, does it? God dang. Wait, how come I can scan? Oh, now I scan. Okay, no. Ship is not giving me any good scans. Don't tell me this place has no, like, buildings at all for us to land on. Again, this is habits. You don't have to do what I'm doing, but I like to, before I even hit this. Oh, there it is. Let's slow down. This is not a space station. Okay, so there's no valid. Oh, this is a ruin. Okay, that's a bit more of a mid-game thing, or rather early mid-game thing. So we won't do that first. Oh, by the way, you can press shift to boost. So we can actually boost like that. I believe when you boost, you drain your pulse engine, but I could be wrong. Actually, pulse engine I think is tied to your space jump, or is it pulse jump? I don't know. I mean, the game will teach us more about space flying very soon once we hit the space. But for now, I'm kind of okay. Oh, there it is. Is that it? By the way, I'm not the best pilot in the world, so if I fly like an idiot, just bear with me. Nope, not that. I won't lie, flying in this game is... I mean, it gets easier as you go along, but when you first get onto the... Like... Did I just see something land? Was it my eyes? Did you guys see that land? What the hell? Huh. Could've sworn I saw something drop. Wasn't me, right? You guys saw that blue thing land, right? Wait, my starship... Okay, why is it that my control mapping does not... Hold on, let me... Sorry, I mean... Oh, there it is. Flight control, there we go. So, let's see. Perform scan. Let's do this. There we go. Right, there we go. Okay. So, I mean, you can kind of see all the controls here for flying if you really want to. Honestly, the flying in this game is very bare bones. It's not going to be some super convoluted flying shit. So, you guys don't have to worry too much. It gets very... I mean, it's pretty easy to fly. Oh, there it is. We found a house. Okay, so, by pressing, we can actually scan for locations like this. Icons... Oh, there we go. Okay, so as you can see over here, there is a landing zone over there. So, this, I believe, is a valid landing zone, if I'm not wrong. So, what we can do is we can hold E to tag. And as we get nearer, we can slow down a little bit. And looking at it and pressing E. Oh no, this might not be a landing pad on second thought. Ah shit. I may have got screwed over. Hold on. Is this a landing pad? No, it's not! I've been scammed. Okay, never mind. It's okay, we're still here anyway. By the way, this is also part of earning money as well. You can actually, every time you see something like that, you will know that this is an unknown sector. You can actually save and chart. This will actually make a save of your game, and it will chart this area. So again, it's all randomly generated. So this is Point Sugar, and the good news is, it will also be claimed as our discovery. So as you can see, waypoint over here. The waypoint's name is Point Sugar, and it was discovered by us. So we can actually upload it to lock it in as our discovery. So waypoints are all discovered here as well. Generally, by finding 6 waypoints is more than enough to count the game as completed. So yeah. If we get lucky though. Oh, it's locked. If you see locked doors like this, I don't suggest you break it down. Take my word for it, just don't break it down. Alright, so the bad news is, I believe if we launch from here, yeah, because this wasn't a landing pad. So I'll show you guys what I mean. Launch thrusters, it should be 0% if we fly from here. Let's hope that it's not. But I don't think this was a valid landing pad. Hey, it was considered a valid landing pad. Okay, good. So you notice that just now when we tried to land, there was that green circle. Basically, that's your queue. If you see a green circle, that counts as a valid landing pad. So when you land on valid landing pads, it will actually not consume your launch thrusters when you take off. Whereas if you land, you can actually land on any old ground like this. So the game doesn't stop you from landing on ground like this. But if you land on random old ground, when you launch, it will actually use up your launch thrusters. So just take note of that. So, well, honestly, I don't think we have anything else from here. I'm going to show you guys, personally, my favorite part about the game. And honestly, one of the reasons that this game is so memorable. So, we fixed up our ship, right? And the game does tell us seek answers among the stars. So, if it's not clear enough by now, let me just show you guys why this game is phenomenal. If you guys haven't noticed by now, the planet is really very big, right? And by the way, every inch of this planet is something that we can fly to. So I can essentially press and hold my thrusters right now, and we can just fly in a straight line, and eventually we will circle the planet. And this planet is huge. But more importantly, if we're going to point ourselves up, let me just let you guys experience this. Of course the game will hang a little bit, but here we are. So we are now in space, the Susan system, or Susan system. And yeah, welcome to space, big boys. By the way, that's the planet we just took off. We actually really haven't went very far. As you can see, every inch of this planet is literally walkable. If you want to walk along that planet, you could. And that planet is also dotted with randomly generated buildings, trees, plants, animals, everything, right? So, but now that we're in space, if you notice, this is where things get really disorientating. Back on the planet, we only had to go forward, back, left, and right. In space, it is fully three-dimensional everywhere. We can essentially turn ourselves upside down if we wanted to. I hope you guys don't puke, and I hope you guys don't have motion sickness. But there we go. We have the entire space to explore free. If you guys notice also, no loading screens. Essentially what this means is if I point my ass to that planet, I can make a straight line for that planet, and I essentially can land on that planet right now if I wanted to. And I'll show you guys that in a bit. But first, let's follow the quest. They're going to tell us to test our boost, so let's press left shift. This is our boost system. We can test our pulse engine as well. Oh, by the way, since I'm here, I'm not going to say no to this. Again, you will discover this as you play the game. If you see meteorite clusters like this, make it a habit to destroy it. It's always good. So some of these clusters are actual destructible. As you can see, I'm like literally breaking it down. Like literally breaking it down. So these are the bigger rocks. Now the smaller rocks are a little bit more clear. You just break it like that. Either way, you get very important things like, for example, gold, silver, tritium, a whole bunch of like tritium hyperclusters. These are all useful for recharging your ship. So make it a habit every time you reach a asteroid. Yeah, we overheated a bit. So be careful of that as well. Your weapons do have heat. Yes. Alright, so once we get a bit of this, now if you want, what we can... I'm sorry guys if I'm making you puke. I'm really sorry. So, okay, I want to explore. I want to head towards a planet that we have, that nobody's been, so that we get to really discover something new. I'm gonna guess that planet might be something new. Oh wait, no, I forgot I can do this. No, we're too far to scan that. Oh well. So we can actually point ourselves there, I guess. Okay, so they do want us to test our pulse engine. So this is really cool, guys. The sound is really amazing. I'm gonna press and hold spacebar. There we go. So we are now on a speedy way all the way there. We can actually exit. Yeah, so we can actually press spacebar again to get out of the hyper jump or whatever, pulse jump. We can answer our communicators, so let's press X, Starship communicator. Incoming transmission. Source, a whole bunch of numbers. Let's find out more. Please identify yourself. Let's identify ourselves, I guess. You are not alone. Follow D. The broadcast ends as strangely as it begins. The final piece of the signal appears to be a set of planetary coordinates. Alright, so let's input the coordinate data and see where they are going to get us to go.
Alert.
Oh god.
Navigational data received.
Okay, so we've received coordinates and unfortunately they do not want us to go there. You can see the icon on the... Oh, they want us to go here. Okay. Wait, we're going back to Aussie Boo 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 Boo? I want to go see a new planet. Fine. Okay. So what you can do is, if you notice, if you point yourself at a random, general direction, you will see that you can arrive in one day. Don't panic. When you enter a pulse drive, it will make your journey a little bit faster. So when you're in pulse drive mode, we are going to arrive at location in about 13 seconds. Well, I do believe the tutorial will get you to go to a new planet soon, but we'll figure it out later. Let's try and follow the tutorial first. Alright, so as you can see, we can actually kick ourselves out of pulse drive for a while. So this is really one of the coolest parts. So remember we said that there's no loading screens at all. So when you enter and exit the atmosphere of the planet, you may get some lag here and there, but it's essentially uninterrupted. You can freely fly into the atmosphere, which is what we're doing right now. So directly from space where we were from, we are literally flying into the atmosphere right now without any loading screen. And this applies to every other planet. And that's what I mean by when we saw those planets out there, I could actually fly there and just land on that planet without a single loading screen. And this is essentially just one system. Can we try and fly for one day? Hell no! Why would I do that, man? Hell no! Alright, so we have entered the atmosphere again. So let's approach the site and slow down and we can land. We're arriving at about 11 seconds, so we should be almost there. We can kind of start to slow down now. Try and locate our landing zone. Wait, what? Where the hell? Was there no landing zone for us? Hold on. Okay, let's slow down a bit. Like I said, the flying in this game, I'm not the best pilot in the world. Mission landing destination reach. Land to begin research. Yeah, it would be nice if my ship could actually slow down and actually enter a standstill, but the game doesn't allow me to do that. I guess we have to do a bit of a slow descent. A slow turn, I guess. Alright. Nani? Wait, I'm very confused right now. Where am I supposed to aim? Why does the game not tell me where I'm supposed to... I don't actually see anything there. Okay. Sorry, one last try. What the hell? Can we just scan? It's showing me behind. Should I just use the unknown building and see it? Okay. I could land here and then triangulate my position. Okay, let's go to a full standstill first. I feel like we're going the wrong way now. Okay, this is very confusing. Okay, never mind. You know what? Screw that. I'm just gonna land at the next valid spot. And then we'll walk there. Alright, so that's we're gonna do a bit of a rough landing. God dang it. Alright, there we go. Got this bad boy here. I mean, we can chart this area, no harm. Yeah. Okay, we're gonna manually walk there because apparently, I don't know why I couldn't find the actual location. Oh, sentinels! I'm friendly. Please don't eat me. Oh wait, it's right here! Ah! Okay, so we did land at the right spot. Wait. Okay, so here's the broken technology. Let's grab it. The sparking wires of the machine generates a signal. Tapping out is broadcast to the void. Whoever left the message is long gone. Very sad. Let's decipher the signal, I guess. Decoding. 16. Entry. No fuel in. Failed to reach station. Hazard. Protection low. No choice but to. Something underground. Deployed base computer. As well as the log entry, the signal contains plans for a base computer and a terrain manipulator. With any luck, the base computer will hold more information. Okay. I guess we could extract plans. Oh, what the hell is chromatic metal? That sounds complicated as shit. Okay. Oh! A terrain manipulator. Okay, oh, I remember this vaguely. Oh, this part is gonna be a toughie. Okay, so this is gonna be a little bit more. So we're gonna be introduced to a new part about the game, which is the terrain manipulator. It's also a very essential thing for this game. So what we can do is, we need to mine copper. Now, do I already have a terrain manipulator though? No, I don't. I need to install the tech. I need dihydrogen jelly 1 and 2 carbon nanotubes. Okay, so let's make that first. Let's get 1 dihydro jelly and 2 carbon nanos. Crap. Alright, so that should be enough for me to make install the terrain manipulator. Alright, there we go. Let's fix it up. Okay. Alright. That should do it. Okay, so now we can actually activate the 2 modes. So you can press G to swap between modes. This is going to be the mining beam. You can see on the top left hand side. So the mining beam is for extraction, right? You can use the mining beam to extract the information. Oh, sorry, not information, sorry, resources. Okay. This is what? Oh, this is exosuit jet. But if you press G and swap into terrain manipulator form, this is where it gets a bit complicated. So in manipulator form, you can actually enter mining mode, which is where we are right now. Mining mode essentially means, yep, we are manipulating the terrain. We are actually digging. So we actually do get resources as well. If you notice, we are actually gaining resources. As long as we are mining, whatchamacallit, valid items. So the good thing about the terrain manipulator is you can actually switch mode. This is create mode as well. So create mode actually allows you to decide what materials you want. So we can actually change the material. For example, we can change it to base or cave, right? And then we can also change the shape. You don't actually see it right now. So what we can do is, see over here? Let's change the shape to circle, and we can create. See? There we go. So you can kind of make a little weird thing if you wanted to, if you really wanted to. No, it looked like there's a giant PP sticking out from the wall. God dang. Oh boy. Okay, there's flatten as well if you really want to. There's restore. Restore, I think, is... I don't know what restore is. Ooh. Oh! Wow, this is super helpful though! Yo, this is great! Ooh, wow. Okay, so restore is great because it's essentially your oh shit button. You basically can enter restore mode and you will restore it back to the original. Ooh, wow, that's new! By the way, I saw some cool things. Okay, I can scan these bad boys. Again, hazardous flora and fauna like this, you can actually mine it. Destroying it will give you oxygen. Oxygen is tied to your life support. So if you notice our life support is pretty low, you can actually press X for the quick recharge. Press F, you can go to life support and you will see that my life support requires oxygen. So now my life support is back out. So think of life support as your shield, I guess. Because once your life support drops, you start to take damage. Same thing for hazardous, your hazard suit as well. So just take note of that. Alright, so let's just grab some oxygen because oxygen is pretty crucial as well. Once we have some of that, we can actually kind of move on. Cool stuff there. Okay, wait. By the way, those are sentinel. Think of sentinel like policemen. If you are caught destroying or manipulating too much of the world, so I'm going to show you guys right now. Okay, there's a sentinel nearby, right? And if I try and mine something, there we go. He's going to start scanning me. Now, when he's scanning me, he is suspicious. Now, if I'm a dick and I continue to mine things, he's gonna get angry and he's gonna start shooting me. So, sentinels are kind of like the police. Think of them like policemen for nature. They don't want people to destroy or manipulate too much nature. So, when you are actually near a sentinel, be very mindful of what you're doing. Do not let the sentinel catch you mining or manipulating the terrain too much because they will get hostile and they will shoot at you. So, yeah. It's just another mechanic of the game. Don't ask me why it happens like that. I don't know. Alright, so now that we're rested, our hazard suit is back up. Alright, so mission now. Let's go and get ourselves some copper. So we are gonna use the analysis visor to try and locate copper. Now I did see a ping over there. First one I saw a ping. Oh no, I need to use this. There it is. So this is phosphorus. Oh, by the way, analysis. So this is scanner. Sorry, I need to mention it also. Scanner is for finding resources like this. But if you're looking for things like copper or higher tier resources, you want to use the analysis visor. As you notice immediately right now, the analysis visor reveals a lot of information. Salt. So if you're looking for salt, it's right there. If you're looking for this cargo drop, you notice that right now there is actually quite a lot of things we're looking out for. But we want to look for copper. So 540 units, that is copper. We can tag it. Let's see if there's a copper deposit nearer to us. If there isn't, then it's okay. Phosphorus. Copper deposit. Okay, so this is 253. So this is better. So we're going to tag that. And we're going to make a beeline for it. Oops. Sorry. Okay, so if you notice, I accidentally meleeed the animal. And the sentinel caught that. So now he's investigating me. So again, killing animals and all, yes, yeah. You just said we can't put turrets. No, you can't. I really don't think you can put turrets at all. Okay, unless the game has changed. If let's say the game has base building and now you can build turrets to destroy sentinels, I guess that works. But I'm quite sure there is no way for you to deploy turrets to chase people away, like what you said. So just now, remember you mentioned that you can we put turrets so that we can like keep people away from planets? That's a clear no. At this point in time, there is nothing stopping you from visiting another player's planet that is discovered by another player, and I don't think the game will ever reach a point where they will do that to you. So, at least on that note, I know for sure you can't create turrets to chase players away. But maybe you can now create turrets to chase sentinels away? I'm not sure. Maybe? I guess we'll find out soon when we play more, right? Yeah, but the sentinel is not yours. The sentinel is natural. So the sentinel is a natural part of the game. Just think of them like just policemen and PCs. They're actually not created by you, and I don't think you have the option to create sentinels either. Yeah, so it's essentially like just like if you play GTA and you have a policeman, you know, that's just that. You can't actually become a policeman, at least not that I think. Alright, so we found a bunch of copper. This is great. So let's swap over to the terrain manipulator. We enter into mine mode. And we can do this. So as you notice right now, we are getting a whole bunch of copper. Now, by the way, guys, mining in this game can feel very satisfying. I don't know about you guys, but it's absolutely therapeutic. No, definitely not. So, the sentinels exist in almost every planet and is a part of the natural game. So, it is not created by players at all. Yeah, so it's part of the police system of it. Okay, I'm not sure if it's just me, but I do believe that the mining in the game has significantly speed up as well. I don't remember the mining being so fast in this game. It feels a lot faster now to mine. And I'm very happy for it. Because honestly, the last time I had to mine copper, by golly guys, it was absolutely bonkers. Like, it was an absolute nightmare to go mine. I hated it. Oh my god, this game has seen so much improvement over 5 years. Like, honestly, I know that No Man's Sky had a very bad history, but it is literally one of the best redemption history, like, a story of redemption essentially. The game is so phenomenal right now, and I think with the recent update there's even more things. So the reason why I wanted to play again is because the recent update, they added colonies and settlements to the game. You can now become like an overseer and lord over settlements, which is just one out of many phenomenal upgrades. Like, so many of the past upgrades are so big as well. So yeah, honestly guys, there is no better time to play. I mean, No Man's Sky is essentially celebrating their 5th anniversary right now. The game is 5 years old and the game has grown so much. And honestly, I'm just happy I did not refund the game. I really am just happy that I just kind of hang on. Oh shit! Sorry, stop me. Sorry. Okay, fine. I won't touch them anymore. Oh, the sentinel's not very happy. Fine. I won't touch it no more. Alright, so let's take our starship. We should have enough copper. It seems like the game tells us that we have enough copper already, so we can kind of scoot back. I have to scan some of these bad boys here. How about you? Yeah, I think we have most of these discovered. Are there any animals we haven't discovered yet? Okay, the one thing I don't like is that my scan mode is now left click. It's really irritating because in the old game, or rather in the older version, whenever you're in scanner mode and you happen to look at an item that you have not scanned, the game actually automatically scans for you. Which is, personally, I feel so much more convenient because I don't have to keep left clicking like that just to scan it. But maybe it's just a point of personal preference. I'm not sure why they made this decision to make it a left click thing. I really don't feel I can appreciate that as much. But it's okay. It's a very tiny minor thing. Yay! Ooh! I know this. Okay, let's not do it now because I think the quest actually might want me to do it. Okay, so let's get our portable refiner out again. Is it still green? Are you still green? Do you remember that I like green? Dang it! It doesn't. That makes me sad. Oh well. Alright, let's charge up with carbon. Oh, we actually do not have a lot of carbon on us. God dang. What do I need again? Copper, right? How much copper do I need? I only need 30 copper. Huh. So I don't really need that many. I'm sure as hell don't need 149. Jesus. Can I lower this? Oh, okay. I can quick split. What's quick split? That's half it. That's 74. Quick split again. Half it again. 37? I guess 37 will do. I mean, you can actually just hang around here and once it hits 30. So, okay, the reason why I don't like to craft more than I need is because it just takes up extra space. And inventory management, from what I remember, the game is actually really tedious in the inventory management department. So, I have nightmares from the inventory management and I wouldn't want to do it again. Alright, so we can now make a base computer. So, I guess I could. I mean, I wouldn't mind building a mini base here for now. I mean, I like building bases in caves because it's a lot more convenient. So what we're gonna do is let's plonk a base computer over here. Woo! Very cool! Oh, the good news is we can actually move this as well. Oh wait, our thermal projection is low. One option is to go into the cave, it will recharge also, but since our ship is so nearby, let's use this, just recharge. Oh, another thing that I've learned also from my from the past times I've played this game. For items in your exosuit that you feel you don't need to hold on to for now, like for example fire berries, right? You have two options, either plonk it into your cargo, but I won't suggest it for now, or you can plonk it onto your starship. So you can actually plonk your thingies all into the starship. Now these technology tabs, you can actually plonk some of these bad boys into the tech tab as well, if I'm not wrong. Oh no, you can't. Oh no, you can't. Wait, no, I'm pretty sure there was one that you can. Hang on. Was it here? Oh yeah, that is. Yeah. Wait, there's move technology. How about this? Oh yeah, you can. Okay, so because these are how do I call it? These are actually permanent things that you want to have on your ship at all times. So you can actually kind of move this over here. Move the pulse engine over here. Now the technology tab is significantly lesser, and you can only have technology here, unlike the general tab, which you can put items. So honestly, for technology to take up an item space, it is entirely unnecessary. So what you want to do is, since technology tab, so for example, I cannot move an item and plonk it here, but I can move technology and plonk it here. So what I'm essentially doing is I'm freeing up space on my starship inventory. So this is the part of the whole inventory management that it can be a bit tedious, I won't lie, it gets a bit tedious, but you can actually maximize your inventory. So similarly to an exosuit like this, for example, things like jetpack, it is going to be with me forever. So I'm going to put this here. Thermal protection is going to be with me forever as well. Same thing for life support. So I want to put this in technology tab for now, because these are definitely going to be with me forever. So we can just put it here, and that essentially frees up 3 slots for items. So if you find yourself running out of item space and slots, you can always do things like that to really maximize your space. You can't do it here, unfortunately. These are all, your entire multi-tool is just, you know, technology. So yeah, just a little tip over here as well for you. Essentially what cargo do is, okay, I mean I'll talk about cargo next time. Right now it's no point talking about it. Alright, so we are done. Let's get out. So what do we need to do now? Hi animal. What are you? Wait, I remember you. You are that weird Chronoma. Hey! Don't do that. Oh, since we're here, why don't we do this? I mean, we already have some fuel in here. We might as well get converting to some... I mean, we can convert some of this. We definitely need the ferrite dust anyway. Alright, so register the land as your own. Use the base computer with E. Okay. Hello? Search in cartographic archives. Universal Archive search review. No prior claims on this site. So the test confirmed site is suitable for construction. Claim site. Do I want to claim site though? Wait, do I have to? Can I leave? No, the game must insist that I claim site. Fine, I'll claim it. Right, claim site. Alright, so what this essentially means is this is actually a piece of our land now. So whenever you claim a site, you can actually start base building, so you can freely build anywhere within this circle, within this land, and it is our land. So yeah, so we can actually search the base computer for the archives. So let's use the terminal. Accessing logs for previous user. Storm sweeping across, but construction supplies low. Depositing shelter plans. Wow, need to back soon. Alright, so we can extract plans. So this is cool because right now these are all the plans that we have recently learned, and these are essentially base building in the game. So there you go, you get a very quick example of what base building is, and we get a whole bunch of new things. Base building is important because it essentially allows you to live somewhere, and it protects you from hazards as well. It's essentially a shelter, right? And you can actually equip your base with all sorts of technology. Things like, I mean, you can turn your base into a factory if you really wanted to, right? But for now, essentially what they want us to do is we just want to build a basic base right now. So we want to, oh wow, I love the... Guys, can I just say that I really appreciate the new base building menu. It is so much cleaner. Like, it's... You guys have no idea the old system and how bad it was. Like, this new system is so much cleaner. Oh, I don't have enough carbon, that makes me sad. Okay, so... we need to go and get carbon. There are plants over there. We go get some carbon from there. Hopefully the sentinel doesn't get angry at us. Please don't eat me. Ow! God dang. There. We got eaten by some hazardous plants shit. Right. Ow! What the hell? Yo, stop! Okay, so we keep getting like whacked by some tentacly looking thingy. Ooh, is that a guitar? Yo, we got lucky, babies! Okay, by the way, if you see really huge glowing patches like this, run for it. I mean, run to it. These are basically sodium-rich plants, and sometimes you get lucky and you find them in a cluster like that. This is essentially very quick way to get a whole bunch of sodium. And yeah, essentially that's good. It's always good just to get this sodium. Alright, so let's get more carbon. Now we do need a whole bunch of carbon in order to get really the base building. At the start of the game, you don't have to feel inclined to make a epic big giant base. Honestly, it's not necessary. But the base is always very useful to have. So what we can do is we can build ourselves a decent enough one. Something to kind of just hide us in. Kind of place to call home for now. Nothing very fancy. Alright, that should be enough, I hope. Alright. Oh, by the way guys, give me a moment. Let me just do a very quick check on something. I hope the screen doesn't kind of lag out. I really hope it doesn't lag out. Okay, yeah, it doesn't lag out. Okay, sorry. Sorry, because I realized that my chat was not updating. Or rather, the mob crush chat was not updating. I realized that it wasn't scrolling. Alright, so... Ooh, what are you? Oh, it's a spiny mon. Hi! Look! It's our discovery. It's that spiny quillmon. Awesome. Alright, Z... Floor... Alright, so as you can see, right now, we can build the floor. Now, it seems like the game now has a significant amount of... Wait, toggle free placement. How do I move up? No, this is rotate. I can put it upstairs like that. Yo, that's cool. But I think I'll snap it to the floor for now. I guess I could just build a small regular base, kind of just fit it somewhere around here maybe. Okay, so let's plonk this. Oh, nice. The terrain actually kind of just edits with us. Oh, this is so good. Yo, this is great. Okay, so this is amazing. The terrain actually just gets it kind of fixes itself together with what as you build. Wow, guys, can I just say how much I appreciate the game right now? It is so good. I'm not even kidding, man. Yeah, the improvements they have made to this game is phenomenal. Oh, wow. Okay, so there we go. I need a door, right? What's this? Angled door. Huh. This work. Huh? Missing components? Oh god dang, we need pure ferrite? Why would you do such a thing? Hold on. There's a storm coming. Right, let's just find pure ferrite. Well, the good news is because we're building so near our ship, we can hide here. Okay, so I think this storm is supposed to help you realize that a base can be helpful in hiding out a storm. I guess if our base is an actual shelter, like a proper shelter, I hope to be able to at least get it working. We can actually use the base to hide from the storm as well. But for now, let's just get this. Okay, this should mean that we have enough to make our door. And let's see. Door. Oh, cool beans! Oh, this is very good. Okay, so now can we make a roof? Yeah, we can have a flat roof. Wait, what? Missing component? Oh, carbon! You're a carbon! Oh, the door's automated! Yo, that's so cool! Stop! Oh, wow! Okay, hold on. Okay, so I'm gonna show you guys, if you want to hide out from the storm, you can actually go into a cave as well. As you can see, once you enter a cave, it's actually considered shelter, and you can actually just hide out here. So this is actually, if in an emergency, you can always hide out in the cave, and that actually works. It is a level of safety. So yeah, something for you to grab onto, I guess. Are there things I can scan? What's this? Unidentified plant. Very cool. Oh, by the way, the cool thing about this game is that if you are within a cave system like that, these cave systems actually have unique flora and fauna as well. So don't neglect it. Make a trip into the cave system and ow! Whoa, this hazard is really strong. Okay, so we stabilize our toxic. So be careful of these toxic plants. If you get too near them, you start to take toxic damage. Alright, so by the time we even get enough carbon, the goddamn storm clears, so whatever, man. Oh, by the way, don't overheat your mining beam like this. It's not good. We're running out of mining beam charge, by the way. Right, so let's get some of these resources. Alright, so mining beam is almost down. Right, there we go. So charge depleted, let's recharge our mining beam with some carbon. Then we're able to get a bit more. So, honestly, if you're asking me, if from what I remember, in terms of like basic survival, so similarly to how other survival games, your basic survival is wood, stone, thatch, that kind of stuff. In this game, your basic survival is ferrite dust, carbon, sodium, as well as oxygen. So these are actually tied directly to your hazard protection, your life support, your mining beam. So these are all very essential things that you will probably need throughout the entire game. So always make sure that you have a handy amount of them. Don't run out of them and don't be caught without them, because they are super important. Yeah, so just be careful. Make sure you always have them. Alright, so let's kind of complete our roof, shall we? We're almost there. There we go! A nice, cozy little house. Oh, it's so cool. Oh my god, the roof comes with lights too. Yo, this is great. Okay, let's go back to our base computer and see if they are happy with what we've done. I mean, I'm happy with what I've done. Hello! Is our base cool now? Accessing logs from previous user. Additional archives recovered. Entry follows. Construction largely a success. Recovered salvage data from nearby plants logged. Scans indicate additional subterranean devices. Begin searching. Extract plants. Whoever recorded these logs evidently had some success. I have access to their plans and perhaps I can learn more for their efforts. Alright, so we need magnetized ferrite and carbon nanotubes right now. A field deployable research module allows the user to convert all or damaged tech into advanced construction blueprints. Sounds like a bunch of bollocks. What is this? Expand your base by learning new... Oh, this is your research tree. Okay, I think I vaguely remember this now. Okay, I think I know what we're doing now. So right now, okay, so this is the part where you do a little bit more research and kind of like building kind of stuff. So, given enough time, you can wipe a planet with your laser gun. Yes, I agree. The keyword here is given enough time though. Would you want to spend your entire year clearing the planet? I mean, okay, I'll be honest, if that's your kind of thing, by all means, man. The good news is the game doesn't actually tell you how you are supposed to play, so you can essentially play it the way you want it to be. So don't be afraid to play it your way. And I think the whole point of games like this is that you're supposed to play it your way. Instead of like asking, like instead of playing it the way people want you to play it the way you're comfortable with. So don't feel afraid to just do it your way. And I think that helps. Yeah, so we have a portable refiner now indoor, which makes a lot more sense. We need to make magnetized ferrite now. How in the world do I do that? Oh, I think I need to convert pure ferrite now. Oh god. Fuel inverter. Okay, we definitely need more carbon, I think. What happens when we put... Oh, there you go, magnetized ferrite right here. Cool beans. Alright, let's just convert that into magnetized ferrite, I guess. So inspiring. I mean, if you're really into that kind of thing, you could. Honestly, nobody is stopping you. I mean, essentially, like, I really mean it when I say the game just... You're really meant to play the game the way you want it to be. So, of course, you can find guides. You can go online and find guides for the most efficient, fastest way to do things. And again, that is also your way of doing it. If you want to be efficient, you want to be fast, by all means, man. Alright, we got our carbon nanotubes. Now, we should have enough to make the computer, do we? Yeah, we do! Awesomest possumest. Okay, so I'm gonna put the computer somewhere in the corner here, because this is kind of like our upgrade computer, you know? So let's block it here. Huh? Wait, what happened to this? Hello? Where'd it go? Wait, hang on. There it is. Alright, okay, oh, I think I pressed E by accident. Okay, so test the construction research unit. Hello? Okay, then of course I zoom into my traveler's ass. Really, game? I guess. Users should recover salvage data. Okay, so this is the cool part. Research buildable technology or research structures. Shall we research buildable technology? I want to conquer the galaxy. By all means, man. Okay, by the way, guys, at the point of this recording, those of you who are watching live, regardless of Facebook or YouTube, the game is actually on 50% off on Steam. And like I said, honestly, there is no better time to play No Man's Sky than now. Honestly, the game has redeemed itself 3 years ago. So essentially, you could have started playing 3 years ago and you would have enjoyed it immensely as well. But honestly, the game is so big, so huge. There's so much things to do in No Man's Sky right now. If you are into this kind of game, if you are into something that the game can offer, hop on. It's phenomenal. Like, honestly, there's so much things that you can do, and it really just comes down to what you want to do in the game. So you want, honestly, there is also, I mean, we haven't touched on this. If you want to build if you want to find the strongest spaceship in the world and go around shooting pirates, if you want to be evil and just go around shooting the sentinels, you can. You can actually earn things from destroying sentinels, and the sentinels ramp up in difficulty, and if you're really skilled, you can actually play a pure combat build and you can earn money as well. So we are doing a passive way of playing it. But if you want to be combat and you want to hunt sentinels, you want to hunt pirates, you want to steal things from space. You can't steal from other players, but you can steal from NPCs in space. Yes, you can. We haven't even got there yet. We haven't even scratched the surface of the game yet. But honestly, there's so much things you can do in this game. So honestly, there's no better time to do it than now. So just go for it, guys. But yeah, so we need to get salvage data right now. We still don't have any though. So this is fun. I really love this part of the game. If you are really bored and you want to really just, for example, if let's say I'm off screen, I'm doing some off screen grinding, this will be one of the things I do. Aside from just collecting resources and storing resources, you can actually collect buried treasure like this. So accessing your analysis visor, you can actually identify buried technology modules like this. Not the humming sack. So there's one right here, 90 units only. You can tag it, and once you get near enough to the destination, you can swap into your terrain manipulator, and you can dig downwards. So basic Minecraft rule, try and dig in an angle like that. So when you dig down an angle like that, you can actually go down easily and come back up. So once you get in there, you can see a technology module. You can press and hold E. You are going to get a bunch of salvage data. Now this salvage data, you can think of salvage data like I don't know, unlockable points. How many firestorms can you throw at me? Stop. Okay, so we've got ourselves some salvage data. You can now come over to the construction unit right here. Alright, and we can research buildable technology. And with now that we have 2 salvage data, we can actually create a base teleport module. So, oh no, we can't create it, we have to unlock it first. So right now what we're going to do is we're going to unlock. So now we can actually build a teleporter, right? So the teleporter, we already have enough sodium. Why is my screen dancing? Stop dancing. Stop now. Oh dear. So we need 4 metal plating and 2 carbon nanotubes. All of these are very basic. So let's make ourselves, okay, we need more ferrite dust though. That means that. Okay. But we can make the 2 carbon nanotubes. So let's make a carbon nanotube as well as, so this is okay, you can stack it to make it just stack it up. Now we have 2 carbon nanotubes. Now we're gonna need ourselves a bunch of ferrite dust. Now the good news is we are pretty near a cave, and since there is a firestorm, it's actually much more efficient for us to go into the cave and get carbon nanotubes. Now, something that I must tell you guys, for those of you who are about to try out this game, if you are like me and you are entering a cave, for the love of baby Jesus and good gods, please do not get lost in a cave. Let's just say that you will cry. I kid you not, the very first time I got lost in the cave, I spent a good 20 minutes trying to find my way out. I quit. I reset my cave. Ever since that day, I've told myself I will never get lost in the cave again because of how scary and how it's just near impossible to actually get yourself out of the cave. So the moment you lose track and lose track of your surroundings, there's actually very little way to really find out where you came from and how to get back out. So just be extra careful, don't get lost in the cave, guys. It can be really scary, and the last thing you want is to spend like 1 hour trying to find your way out. It sucks, guys. It absolutely sucks. Yeah, so yeah, don't say I didn't warn you guys. Now the sad thing is though, I came into a cave hoping to find ferrite dust and I'm not getting any of it. Now all of this shit is freaking cobalt. So that sucks. I need ferrite dust. Give me ferrite dust. Oh, by the way, you see this little bone, like cave marrow over here? Go ahead and mine them. Wait, no. Sorry, don't mine them. I think I can fix them. Hold on. Wait, I can't. Hang on. Oh, there is marrow bulb. Yeah. So go ahead and destroy them because these marrow bulbs are pretty useful. I'll show you guys in a bit. Where's the marrow bulb? Yeah. So it is actually a cave marrow plant. This marrow bulb is pretty interesting because early on in the game you can use this to sell. So you notice that for the total value of it is 1.4 units. You can actually sell this for early money. Honestly, I'm not sure what marrow bulb is used for. So each unit is about each marrow bulb is about 41 units each. So as compared to some of these other basic items, which is like 30, for example, carbon is only about 12. So, but the problem with using carbon or copper, you actually do need this for building. Whereas for marrow bulb, I don't think there is, at least I don't know if there's any usefulness in it yet. So generally, when I first played the game, I tend to sell my marrow bulbs away for a bit of early units and early cash. You can do that as well if you wanted to. Okay, so the good news is this cave is linear, which helps. Now the last thing I need is a freaking cave that's complicated because goddamn, I do not want to get lost in the cave, guys. I still have PTSD from the days I was lost in the cave, so it sucks greatly. Alright, so there's a poison. Yeah, the problem with caves is that it tend to get a little bit more dangerous, so be very mindful and very careful of where you're stepping. Especially when you see things like that. Oh, these are pearls, aren't they? Oh, I see this. Okay, so if you see little things like this, these are called humming sacks. These are also good source of money. You can go near to it, press and hold E. Grab this and run. So, if I'm not wrong, some of these things do poison you. So press and hold E again and then grab this. I forgot if it poisons you. Okay, let me just try. Oh, it doesn't poison you, so I could be wrong then. These albumen pearls are basically commodities. So as you can see, these pearls are trade commodities. Now you notice straight off the bat, the game literally tells you you can sell this. These are essentially for you to sell. They fetch a phenomenal amount of money. So each of it is essentially 10,000. Now from what I understand, because this is a trade commodity, the value of this pearl will differ depending on which system you are in. So what do I mean by this? If you notice that in our current system right now in Susan, the economy, so again, it's extremely complicated. I won't go too in detail into it. I will save another live stream where I kind of dive into the economy of the game so that you guys is a little bit more consistent. But all you need to know is different systems have different economy. You need to know what the economy is strong in and what the economy wants. The ideal situation is what the economy wants, you sell it to them because you earn more. And what the economy don't want, that means they are selling to, like, for example, a very low value, you buy it from this economy and fly to another system that wants that item. So that's the basic of trading, where you buy low, sell high, and these are actually tied to these trade commodities here. So right now in this system, each unit is worth 10,000 units. Each of these pearls is worth 10,000. If I fly to another system, for example, another system that may not want this item, each of these pearl may only sell for maybe 5,000 units. So you might want to do a couple of jumps. After you get a couple of systems under your belt, you might want to take note of what those systems value, and you can actually start to plan ahead and actually gather things that you want to sell to those systems. So again, this doesn't just tie. Okay, so even though I mentioned that these are for trade commodity, this is where it's most significant. Every system actually does have a value for most of the items as well, from what I remember. So some systems actually may buy copper for more, and some systems may buy copper for less. This part, take it with a pinch of salt. Based on my memory, I think it was like that, but it may have changed. I may have forgotten it, or I may have remembered it wrongly. But essentially, the idea is that each system has its economy, and you want to be mindful of the economy so that you can earn the biggest buck. That is if you're playing as a trader. Again, if you're playing as a combat-focused kind of play style and you just want to go around shooting pirate ships or shooting innocent people and stealing their items, you can. And the game doesn't really stop you from doing that. And that's why this game is amazing. Hey, we found more pearls. I wouldn't mind this. I mean, honestly, the pearls are selling for like 10,000 each. It's pretty good. Okay, so I will promise that by the end of this live stream, I will definitely show you guys at least the core loop of the game. What I mean by the core loop of the game, I'll share a little bit more later. But for now, we want to just complete this bit of quest first. Unfortunately, I cannot find any ferrite dust, so that makes me very angry. So we will not waste too much time in this cave since we can't find the ferrite dust. Life support's at 50 though. Let's charge the life support.
Technology recharge.
By the way, make use of the quick system. The quick menu, quick option systems are really helpful. But it's a little bit finicky. But once you get used to like pressing the buttons and navigating, it can be a very fast way to, navigate, or rather charge your stuff. Okay, so there's a sickening sentinel over there. He's probably not going to be very happy if I'm collecting this ferrite dust, but we're going to risk it. Now, if you are really in a system like that where there's so little ore, it can get really irritating. So what is that? Heptaploda wheat. Oh no! I don't remember this in the old game. Gosh, there's so many things now. Okay, so there's a couple of ferrite dust here. No, you're carbon. Why are you carbon? Oh, get it. Alright, so try and find ore deposits like this. So if you're looking for ferrite dust, try and find them in like huge deposits like this. This way you are able to gather a lot more consistently. By the way, there is an overheat mechanic. So if you notice on our top right hand side, it's glowing red now. So when it's glowing red, it means that it's about to overheat. But what's important for you to know is that when it's about to overheat, you actually do more damage. Which means, you see I'm doing 40, but when I'm overheating, I'm doing 60 now. And I'm doing 70 as I continue to overheat. So this is actually an intended mechanic in the game. What the game wants you to do is you want to balance out your mining beam and keep it always in just about to overheat. Because you are doing maximum amount of damage, which means that you are also mining at the maximum amount of time, or rather the speed. So it's a bit convoluted. It makes a lot more sense when you try it rather than I talk about it. So again, if you are willing to give this game a try, which I will highly recommend, give it a try. You'll understand it very quickly. What's your bone marrow? I don't want it. Okay, never mind then. I should have enough. I have to interact with my base computer to name my base. Do I want to though? Do I really want to? Well, do I want to name my base? Oh wow, they have a screenshot of the base now. That's great. Huh. What should I name this base? My first base. Can I edit it? Thank God I can. I don't think this is going to be my permanent base, I'll be honest. I really don't feel like I want this to be a permanent base. Oh wow, we've collected way too much shit. Crap. Metal plating, metal plating, metal plating. Oh, by the way, there is. Oh, come on! Dang it. No. Okay, is there at least just an area where I can get ferrite dust a little bit more reliably? Oh, I need another rock deposit, don't I? No. By the way, if you meet ores like this that require an advanced mining laser, it's literally what it says on the tin. You need to upgrade your mining tool to advanced mining laser to be able to mine some of these higher tier items. So for now you don't have access to that, so too bad. Oh come on, there has to be a more reliable way to get ferrite. Okay, I mean there's a bunch of ferrite here. Like this one. I don't think we need that many anymore. I think we're almost there. Alright, so we have the metal plating. There's a bunch of the hydrogen crystal here. I'm not going to say no to that. Again, I think once you play enough of this game, you will more or less get a good sensing of what are the items you must always collect versus the items that you can skip. So, yeah. Things like, I think I mentioned before, things like carbon, ferrite dust, the hydrogen crystals, these are all core items you should always have with you. Always have, hey look, magma cauliflower! Yeah, and a good rule of thumb, anything that is like flora based, so plants or animals, they usually give you carbon. Anything that is rock or mineral based, they usually give you ferrite dust or other forms of rock. So if I were to shoot this animal right now, it's gonna give me carbon as well, most of the time. So it's just a very easy way to remember it. Alright, now a very important thing. We are about to build our base teleporter. The goddamn sentinel is still flashing about. Base teleporter. Right, look at this. So a nice maxi teleporter, which we're gonna kind of just plonk somewhere around here, I feel. Okay. Alright! Next up, what do we need? A personal teleporter device allows the user to move. Oh no, we're done here. Okay, no. Oh, wow, we need to learn how to power our base now. Okay, how do I do this? Supply power. Select powering the base in the mission log. Powering the base. Learn the biofuel reactor. Oh, that's cool. Okay, so we need more salvage data. Is there a nearby salvage data we can collect? I mean, 366 is not that far. What is it? 360. I mean, there's a bunch of salvage data not too far away from us, so we can kind of tag one of this. 285. Let's tag this one. Alright, let's go. I won't spend too much time on the base building because I wanted to show you guys the other facet of the game. So remember I shared with you guys that the game doesn't actually dictate how you should play. So you can do what I'm doing right now and work on the... So if you notice our missions here, under the missions there are two types. The primary mission, this is the main quest, but there is also secondary mission. These are additional side activities and quests that you can do. So things like, for example, base building, things like subsequently there are actually vehicles in the game as well. There's taming as well. There is mechs, like walkers and mechs as well. These are all going to count as side quests, and the game will teach it to you, but it's up to you to decide whether you want to care about it or not. So if you don't care for such things, if you don't care for the base building, you don't have to do the quest at all. But I definitely want to build base because it does seem like a lucrative way to in the longer run. So what we'll do is I'm gonna work a little bit just to... Oh wow, journey milestone. What have we learned? Oh, I think this is the distance. Okay, so we've traveled 8,000 units, so that's great. Alright, so let's swap out to our mining tool. If this screen can actually get out of my face. There we go. So we are here. Let's get through it. There it is. Okay, how many did I get? One salvage data. Seriously? Oh god, that's not a lot. Any more? Not nearby. Seriously though, they give me one. Could they give me a little bit more? God dang. Phosphorus. I mean, these are mostly humming sacks, right? These are all underground though. Well, 297. There is a 300 over. These are all a tad far. Oh god, okay. I mean, it's not like there isn't any, it's just that it's a tad far. And I don't know wonder to get. Okay, let's go for that one more. We'll go for that one more that I hope is enough for us to learn that biofuel thing. Oh, if you see blue plants like this, grab it. Once you grab it, with what I've shared with you guys about the boost thingy, you can actually boost really much further. As you can see, our boost is maximized now, and we can fly super far. But be careful, because you can fly super far, which means that you can drop really fast as well. So don't get too trigger happy and like flying all over the world, because you might actually fall and actually can die. So yeah. Hi Sentinel. I'm a good boy, I haven't touched anything, I promise. Sort of. Alright, here we are. Yeah, so again, I really do not intend to bore you guys with doing things like that. So generally when we stream, I won't be doing things like buried technology module farming. These are things that I really feel you do it off screen. When I'm streaming, most likely it will be for the story content or when there are some major plots that I want to cover. Other than that, a lot of these things, like for example mining for resources, exploring planets and all these things. I mean, exploring planets, sometimes we might stream, we might have maybe one stream focused purely on exploring a new system. We can do something like that. But generally for grindy things like this, I don't intend to do it and cover it too much on stream, because again, I don't think you guys want to watch me running around collecting shit. So yeah, I'll try to minimize this, so I promise I'll try not to bore you guys too much with that. So yeah, generally we will stream when we have story content to work on. So when we are progressing through the story, I will stream it. I'll try my best to stream as much as I can. When we are doing things like maybe exploring something new, like a new side mission or something, or when we are visiting new planets and we are exploring new planets, then maybe we might stream that as well. So these are some of the areas that we will stream. Everything else, things like collecting resources, things like grinding for items, selling, trading. I mean, I may have one dedicated stream to show you guys how I do my trading and economy run. But subsequently after that, I will do it off screen because you guys will not want to see me jump between 4 planets trying to get money. It's a bit tedious. It's satisfying. I won't deny it's satisfying, but it can be a bit tedious. So I would do it. Alright, we're back home. Now, let's learn. So, let's grab the construction unit first. Now, I need to learn biofuel thingamabobble. Oh, we only need one. Cool beans. Alright, let's learn it. So, a small power generator burns carbon-based fuel placed in its furnace tank and converts it. Oh, wow. That's cool. Okay, they already hinted. Oh wow. Oh, electrical wiring requires 0. Nice. Hell yeah. High capacity electrical wirings. That's cool. Okay. We can learn a whole bunch. Ooh, batteries. Ooh. Oh, you can actually find cooler power generators as well. High efficient energy storage unit. Connect to a power grid and onboard power management circuits will automatically draw down spare. Ooh, guys, I won't lie. I'm actually getting a shiver down my spine because I'm so excited with the base building right now. Ah! I'm such a sucker for these kind of things. That's awesome. Ooh. Oh, we can actually find a way to save. I mean, I don't feel like we need this because if we have built our base right here at the save point, we could essentially always come here and just save. Yeah, there we go, the save. And even if we do not have the save point, right, another way of saving the game is just coming into our radiant pillar. Of course we can recharge our hazard, right? But the moment we leave, you will notice restore point save as well. So there are multiple ways to save the game. But I guess if you are in a base that doesn't have this available, you could use it as well. Alright, so let's see. I want to make a biofuel reactor. I need a metal plating, so let's do that quick as a... Okay, there's a lot of items that we have. So. Okay, so let's grab the biofuel. I guess I could just plonk it here by the thingamabobble. Okay, now what I need? Okay, so the biofuel thingamabobble gives 50 energy, right? Now, how do I create a power grid, select electrical wiring, target the biofuel reactor, and begin laying wires. Snap wires. Ow! I was reading! Hold on. Activate the building camera with B. Wow. Yo, this is great. Ooh! How come there's 2 points of connection? So what am I supposed to connect to? What is this? Click. Ooh! As well? Huh? Okay, I need to fuel the biofuel reactor. Now interact with the generator and select furnace tank. Advanced generators do not require manual fueling. Oh, good beans. Furnace empty. Oh.
Technology recharge.
What? You mean all of that carbon was only worth 13% of my biofuel reactor? Oh, be reasonable. Oh, our charger. Oh, but our thingamabobble works now. Oh wow. Guys, I won't lie. I have so much plans for the game right now. I feel like I can spend hours on the base building right now. This is giving me like Fallout 76 feels. Like I feel like I can spend hours doing this. Yo, this is great. You know, a part of me want to go and scream for Bastovian right now. He needs to know this, man. He needs to know that the game is so amazing right now. Like, there's so many cool things here. Can I have more? Oh, this is where I can find more upgrades for newer items. Timber. Stone. Ooh, then I can upgrade to stone. And alloy. Oh, but these are the core. So these are vital technologies. Yeah, these are the basic research stuff, right? So I guess if we go over to buildable, I guess this is where we get all the cosmetic stuff, maybe? Let's see. Structures. Wait, what? Oh, that's all? Oh, unless we need to play more to unlock more things. Could be that. Maybe right now that's all we can build. But as we progress through the game, we probably can build more. Oh my god, I want to make myself a very nice... Okay guys, okay, I'm a little bit beside myself in excitement right now, I'm sorry. Okay, let's calm down, let's calm down. Can I actually pause the biofuel if I don't want it to... Yeah, I can't actually turn it off, can I? Huh. Okay, so I can't. Well, it's gonna fuel for the next 6 minutes though. It's not the worst thing in the world. I don't feel like I need the power. I need the teleporter at this point. Okay, can I take it out? I feel like I need the... Oh no, there's only... Okay, so we've already plonked it in, so we ran out of carbon. Okay, so we have to be a little bit careful with how we plonk these things in. Okay, so... I mean, I know I have carbon here, so that's fine. But it is used to power, so... Okay, so base computer log. Return to the base computer. Okay, so we have completed a second part of our base building quest, so that's great. Additional archive discovered. Alright. Scanner detected unusual broadcast, repeating 16 from the space... We're off to the space station! The base computer archives have reached the end. It seems there are nothing more I will learn from them. My predecessors appeared to have... Oh, here we go. We're continuing on our quest. Babies! Let's go. Okay, so as you see right now, the game has essentially taught you what... The most basic. So I do remember that the base building system gets more complicated further down. Like I remember that further down the game you can actually hire NPCs to work at your base, and they do a lot of research and cool stuff for you. I do not know the details because I've only saw this in trailers and stuff. I haven't really got that far into the game, so I'm quite sure there is way more than that. But for now, the game is going to prompt us. Our secondary mission, the most basic of the base building has been taught to us already. It's up to us to decide how much more we want to do. So with that, the game is actually pushing us to continue on our story. So we are actually going to head over to the space station. So remember, we are here following on the trail of a previous survivor who was here before us, right? So right now we are kind of going ahead to look for them. Now I'm very worried that I do not have any carbon on me. So I want to play a little bit safe and make sure that at the very least we have some carbon with us. Again, the last thing you want is to be caught with your pants down. So when you have an opportunity, when you're on planets like that, so essentially if you want to think of the gameplay loop, you need to head to the planet, collect the resources that the planet is rich in, and then you can bring that resources and sell it or power your own industries and stuff. So that's essentially the gameplay loop of why you want to land on planet. Oh, okay, I'm sorry, I'm a nice guy, I'm sorry, okay. Leave me alone, please. I do not want to be your friend. Alright, so we are going to investigate the space station right now. I hope you guys are excited because I sure as hell am. Let's say bye to our base for now. Now, if you notice, if you remember, we landed on hard ground. And because we just took off from hard ground, our launch thrusters is now empty. So the good news is, because I've shared with you guys, always make sure you have Starship launch fuel. So, whoops. I don't have ferrite dust, don't I? Yeah, don't do that guys. Always make sure you have enough things you need. But it's okay, we still have our spare, we don't actually need it now, so it's okay. You will notice that there's a marker over there, so what we're going to do is we're going to point ourselves to the space station and we're going to exit the atmosphere. So if you want a faster way to exit the atmosphere, what you want to do is... Oh, by the way, you can't enter into pulse... You can't activate your pulse engine when you are within the atmosphere. So you have to break into space first. Once you are in space, you can... A fast way to do it is to actually point yourself at the space station. So you kind of just angle yourself to the space station and you can activate your pulse engine. You will notice that our pulse engine is at 36%, so we are pretty comfortable in the pulse engine. We can definitely make our journey. So we are arriving there already, as you can see. This is the space station. Get familiar, get comfortable. This is going to be a place that you will definitely want to visit very frequently. So let's kind of angle our entrance. Now I forgot where is the top. Oh no, I think the space station, this is the top. This is how you enter. Oh, and by the way, the epic music. This is, by the way, a scripted music. The music always plays when you enter the space station, kind of to show you that you are entering into like a new part of your journey. There we go. So here we are at the Suzanne platform. This is actually the main space station for this system. So here we are. Explore the space station, find life form, and ask about the mysterious signal. This can feel very overwhelming because essentially what we have just experienced was all the adventures on land. Like when you enter a planet, these are the things you want to do. You want to go around exploring caves, You want to explore landmarks, you want to explore buildings, you want to collect resources, you want to build bases there. Those are things you do on planet. But when you are on a space station like that, it is an entirely new area of things to explore. So, yeah, we're gonna cover some of it. I won't be able to cover every single thing, but I'll try and cover as many of things as I possibly can. So the first thing we want to do is we want to explore life forms. So the space station is actually the first place you will start to encounter alien life forms. So remember the 3 life forms that we talked about? This is a gag. These are basically little scary looking froggy amphibian looking guys. These are, I believe, the Vikings. Yeah, the Vikings are basically some... They're kind of like warrior kind of alien life forms. Oh, they walk now. I don't think they had that. And last but not least, we have the... was it the... I forgot the last guys. Oh, the Korvax. So the Korvax are robotic people. I don't think there's any Korvax here though. Yeah, I don't see any Korvaxes. Huh. Are there Korvaxes here? Ooh. Let's extract the knife. There we go! Oh, by the way, when you visit space station, don't hesitate to just grab some of these things. Usually, they're free to grab, so just grab them. They're very basic items that is not very important. I mean, or rather, it's important in terms of like the fact that they're basic core items that you will need anyway. Okay, so I can't find any Korvaxes, so never mind. So the space station here is important. Every space station is equipped with a teleporter right here. Now I can use the station terminus. As you discover more places, so for example, you can actually sort based on your bases. So as you can see over here, my first base. So this is actually the teleporter that is at my first base. Now, I don't think I can fly. Oh no, I can fly there. I can actually teleport there now because the teleporter is activated. Subsequently, when you discover more space stations, you can find all the other space stations here. If you find other bases, you can actually teleport there as well. So they do sort out for you, and you can actually teleport to all the places you've discovered. The old menu was actually pretty clunky. It was a nightmare to sort through the different places you go to. So I'm not sure whether it's any improved. I guess we'll find out further down. But yeah, just take note that these are teleporters that you can teleport to if you want. Other things to take note of. These are actually very important vendors. So the cartographer here, if I'm not wrong... Oh, by the way, you notice that the Viking here, this alien life form, he is talking to us in blabbers. The reason is because we have to learn the language. So right now, we have not learned the language of the Vikings, and that's why they speak in gibberish, and we have no idea. But we do know enough that... Okay, we can... Oh yeah, we're supposed to ask people, right? So let's ask about the other travelers. No look of recognition passes across the life form space. We continue to misunderstand each other. So we can't communicate with him, sadly. Oh, by the way, I made a mistake. These are actually not vendors. These are actually the guilds. So I believe these are the 3 guilds available. Anyway, there's a Korvax here. Oh, no, there's a traveler. What the hell? Talk to him. I approach the lost traveler. Their skin is translucent as if they're not truly there. Irrevocably corrupted. Take, please. Final proof we exist. The strange being tries to hand me something, but whatever it is immaterial, shimmering in and out of existence. The life form begins to cry, despairing at its own impending disappearance. For a moment I see another universe, a place utterly unlike anything I've ever encountered. Oh boy. Let's stay with them until the end. Or we could ask for more information. No, let's stay with them. A life and a universe are consumed in the blaze of white, yet the life form is still here, apparently unaware of anything that just occurred. As I leave, they ask if I have received any troubling readings. They are afraid something is happening to their world. Okay, so some mysterious thing going on here. Can I still talk to him? Exosuit of yours, I've seen better. You're not a person of substance, are you? I suppose I could assist you. Charity helps us. Oh. No. Okay, so he's a bit mysterious, a bit weird. Ensing Zaku. Okay, so he's still talking to us in gibberish. Again, as we learn more of their language, it helps. Making the most of their impressive size, perhaps they might recognize the signal mentioned by the base computer. Ask about 16. Hearing the code seems to cause the life form to shrink, a look of fear crossing their face, and then in an instant the fear passes. They look at me strangely but says nothing more. Huh. We're getting closer. So it seems like 16 is the key. Officer Unan. Okay, gibberish. Despite their size, the alien does not seem aggressive, but when I blink, I see the same red light that stares at me. Repeat 16. Uh-oh. We are watching you, traveler friend. Find what we have left you. Though the alien speaks, the words are not their own. A string of code is echoed back to me through the red glare, locked directly to my exosuit. The crimson light fades away and I see the life form glaring at me. Whatever has happened, they do not appear to have witnessed it. I should leave. Perhaps my base computer will be able to make something of this code. Alright, so we've got some hints at what's next. Every system has a space station, so this is the part where they tell you a little bit more about the space station and what you can do. Like I said, the space station is actually a hub of a lot of activities. Yeah. So you notice that we can actually use the teleport terminal to return to base. But before I do that, let me just show you guys first what else we can do. Oh, by the way, another thing that you can take note of, you will notice that as we are running around, spaceships are coming and going. These are actually ships that you can buy. So you can come over here to the pilot, right? You can talk to the pilot. Now, you can actually buy these ships. So you can actually sell items, you can buy items, you can make offers. So if you see a ship that you like, you can actually make an offer for the ship and you can actually buy it. There's no chance for us to do it now. As you can see, you can actually scan it in advance. So we can scan it so we can know what ship this is. It is a C class. So you notice the class there, it is a shuttle, it is C class. There is 19 plus 3 slots. So you can get some very basic stats on the ship. And you can essentially sit here for hours looking at ships come and go, and you can try and find ships that you want. And if you have enough units, so you can see that this ship costs 660,000 units. In other words, it is way out of our wallets. So screw that. We can come over here now. If you notice right here, this is actually where the vendors are. So this is what I wanted to show you guys. Every space station comes equipped with a multi-tool vendor. These are randomized. So you can actually take a look at the weapon terminal. This is a multi-tool. It is a C class. It comes with all of these bad boys here. And if you like it, you can actually we can compare it and then we can buy it. But we are not going to buy it because again, money is really important. That's the multi-tool. Over here is where you can buy ship upgrades if I'm not wrong. Let's see. Yeah, so these are ship upgrades. So your ship can be upgraded with things like, for example, a stronger hyperdrive. God knows what a positron is. I mean, you can open it. I mean, you can read a little bit more, but there's a lot of things you can do. These are all tied to your ship upgrades. You can also buy exosuit. Yeah, this is exocraft. So exocraft are basically land vehicles that you can. I mean, we haven't unlocked it yet, but you can actually buy land vehicle upgrades later. It also costs upgrade modules. And last but not least, these are your exosuit upgrades. So you can talk to him. You can get exosuit research. Hoi, wujang. So with upgrade modules, we can actually buy some of these bad boys here. Oh, by the way, these things cost nanites. So remember when we upload things, we get nanites, right? These nanites are actually used to buy upgrades like that. So that's where so these are all related to your exosuit. So these are technologies to upgrade yourself and make yourself strong. Another thing that you want to take note of, every time you travel to a space station like this, always come over to this and press and hold E on it. This is actually a free suit slot. So, oh wait, it's not free anymore. What? Oh, okay. Maybe I forgot. Right, okay, so I may have forgotten, never mind. Okay, last I remembered, I thought that every space station actually gave you a free exosuit upgrade, but apparently it costs money now. I am a stingy little scrimp and I don't want to spend money yet. What? Why is there a cube here? Are you the Allspark? Huh? Hello? Okay, never mind. And last but not least, before we kind of conclude our tour of the space station, last but not least, this is probably where you want to be appearance modifier. This is where you can finally customize your character. So the good thing is you actually can customize yourself. So the anomaly is kind of like your quote-unquote default race. You can be a Gag, you can be a Viking, you can be a Corvax, or you could be a Traveler. So there's actually different things you can be, and of course by clicking on it you randomize. You can look like some Halo anomaly thing, I don't know how you want to, you basically customize how you want to look like. And of course you can select, so for example you can select from a couple of presets. You can, usually, I mean like with most games you can select from a preset that looks the most suitable to you, and then you can further customize it with the body shapes. So you can be short and stubby, you can be tall and lanky, I mean you can be fit and lanky, you can be short and like kind of thing. So you can kind of customize how you want to look. You can go as detailed into the heads as well. So for example, if you are the anomaly, then most of it is all just helmet. So you can choose like the helmet you like. Of course, if let's say, oops, sorry. Oops, Okay, so of course, if let's say you want to be a Viking, let's say for example you want to be one of the other alien races, then of course the head options will change as well. You see face shape as well. So a lot of customization for you. I won't bore you guys too much with it because these are things that I will do off screen because you guys don't want to see me spend the next 20 minutes customizing my... Sorry, I saved by accident. Yeah, let's be the default. Alright. So I won't do the customization for now. What we'll do is let's get back to base first. Oh, this is a very nice ship, don't you think? It is B class with a good amount of slots. It is a shuttle as well. So I believe that there are... So aside from just the rating, which is the A, B, C and D... No. C, B, A and S. That's the classes. That's the rating. Every ship has a class as well. So for example, my ship currently is a fighter class. That ship is a fighter class as well. That ship is a shuttle class. So different classes work better in different situations, so do take note of that. But for now, the game wants us to use the teleport terminal, so let's do that. I hope I can teleport to base though. Hang on, if I teleport to base, what happens to my ship? Okay, let's try. The game forces me to do it, so they must have a way to help me get it to work. Alright, so teleporters are very fast ways for you to teleport between locations. And naturally for us, we are teleporting back to our home base now. Oh my god, I just realized that it's 11:40. We've been playing this for so long. Alright, we're back home. Oh wow. Okay. By the way guys, I don't think this is going to be my permanent base. I would definitely find a better place to really settle down. It may not be on this system at all. I definitely do not want to live in such a dreary looking system. I'm really anal when it comes to building my bases, and I want to live in a beautiful place. And I do try to put in effort for my bases, so yeah. Alright, so let's visit our base computer first, because we do need to do that. Alright. Begin decryption. Decoding. 16. Message follows. The traveler finds their wings. Fly to us and claim your place among the stars. Oh, life signs detected. Hell yeah. Ooh, where do we go from here? Hey, my ship's here. Hi. How did you get here? I won't ask. Glad you're here. Encoded signal received. Coordinate log. Reach the signal. Okay, so I guess we're off to find that signal. We have a chance to make up for the mistake that we make. So instead of running off into the distance without realizing that we're about to make a huge mistake, let's get some ferrite dust. So like I said, make it a habit to ensure that you always have dehydrogen fuel on board on your ship as much as possible. So don't miss that out. Again, I still have PTSD from being stranded on the planet. It sucks a lot. So, honestly, once that happens to you once or twice, you will realize how important it is and you will never make the same mistake. So I guess you will consider that as good news. I know it's a bit tedious, but unfortunately there is a part... this is primarily still a survival game as well. So, while the focus is on exploration, the survival element is present. That's why you have like your carbon, your hazard. These are essentially quote-unquote hunger and food. So, yeah, just be mindful that you need to pay attention to some of these things as well. Some of you may not like it, I understand. I totally understand if you don't like it. Not survival games and survival elements truly aren't for everyone. So we do understand. But, you know, if you're playing it, then it's just part and parcel of the game. Alright, that should be enough. Let's pop by the exosuits. We're gonna make ourselves a couple of... Oh no, we ran out of space. Okay, so when you run out of space like this is where it's really useful for you to take note of a few things. Number one, for items that stacks really low, which actually we don't have any for now. By the way, your cargo slots does have two things here. So you can actually store things like, for example, navigational data. Again, I don't think these are the most important things to store in cargo, but because we are running out of space right now, I need to do it anyway. So let's make ourselves a couple of metal plating. Can I build more? Okay, let's build 4. And then we do need to make starship fuel. So this is what we need. There we go. So we have starship fuel right now. I think 4 should be enough because I think each starship fuel charges about 25% if memory serves. Or it could be 100, I okay, there we go. Alright, so let's get into the starship first. Let's see what we can do about this. I mean, we are landed in a very precarious position. Alright, so first of all, let's use our starship launcher. Oops. Oh, nice! So one fuel charges fully. Yo, that's great. So if that's the case, what we'll do is our starship fuel, let's drop it in. Let's make sure that it's always here. So again, this is all about habits. Make it a habit to plonk your starship fuel here so that we're never stranded. If you want some of your commodities, so for example, pearls. Pearls are things that I like to leave in my starship as well, because these are things that I don't have to carry with me everywhere I go. And I would subsequently, I'm supposed to sell some of these things over in the space station, but I forgot, right? So yeah, just dump it in the starship. It helps. It does take up space though, so be careful about that. Alright, so let's take off. We do need to head over. So as you notice, our launch thruster dropped to 75% because we took off from a rough landing. The good news is I do believe you can actually you can actually craft a landing pad subsequently on your base, and that will allow you to land on your base without having to cause a launch thruster. So, but that's all late game, or rather mid to late game maybe. We haven't got around to doing that yet. It's more of the base building, which I don't think I'm going to significantly cover. At least not now. I will want to try and get my basic infrastructure of my base up, and then maybe we can dedicate 1 or 2 streams purely for base advancement and base building, because I do know that there are quests tied to it, and part of it could be pretty interesting, so we might want to cover that on stream as well. But yeah. Alright, so we're arriving at location. Possible distress location. Alright, let's slow our ass down. Let's try find. So how landing works is simple. Where your reticle is pointing is where, when you press, the moment you press E, the game takes over and it will automatically attempt to land your ship where your reticle was landing. So remember, my reticle was landing along 3 little plants. So if you notice right here, I do manage to land right at where my reticle was, the 3 little plants here. 1, 2, 3. So where your reticle is pointing is where your ship will attempt to land. So yeah, just take note of that. Now where the hell is that thing? I landed and I didn't know where it is. Shit, that? Hold on. Huh? Oh, I activate a target sweep, right. Oh. Wait. What? How does this work? This is new?
Thermal protection fully.
Okay, so when you hit this way. Alright, now we hit this way. Wow, this is new! Okay guys, this target sweep analysis visor, this is entirely new to me. I actually have never, I never knew this was a thing in the game. At least not the last time I played, which was back in like 2018 maybe? Or 19? This is new, man. This is great. That's pretty cool. Okay. I mean, there's a bunch of Yengaruga over there, so... Oops. If I scan Yengaruga, what is it called? Discovered by Astroprime. It's called Swanzurai. I'm gonna call it Yengaruga, honestly. Oh, I'm supposed to hold on to it. Oh, I'm an idiot. I'm supposed to kind of. I just noticed that there was a bar that was filling up. I had to hold. I had to hold that position. Yo, this is ridiculous. I don't know what this is, but it looks dangerous. Oh shit. Right, let's charge out our life support, I guess. And that's why you always make sure you have oxygen inside your inventory. So again, for situations like this, when you realize that it's low, the last thing you want is to be caught with your pants down without any resources to repair. Okay, so this is where we need to be. Lost freighter wreckage. MS Wings of the Anomaly. Cool. Wings of the Anomaly. Log damage. Partial records available. The signal has led me to a wreck of a freighter. Colossal fragments of metal scattered across the landscapes. Were these messages nothing but the misfiring circuits of a long-forgotten ruin? Nestled among the debris, I find the pilot's log blinking, awaiting input. Request log. Instead of displaying the ship's log, the terminal spits out a strange sequence of numbers. They are followed by a short message. The anomaly comes from the stars. Take flight. A schematic for a hyperdrive is attached to the end of the message. Cool beans! I pulled the blueprint from the computer, but this hyperdrive blueprint is for a conventional starship, not a freighter of this size. Someone placed this here after the crash, hoping it would be found. Right. FTL, I think FTL stands for faster than light. I could be wrong. I'm not a very spacey, sciencey person, obviously. Propulsion drive that allows Starship to attain warp speed and jump between neighboring systems. User is advised to access hyperdrive system through galactic map. Copies! And that requires a whole bunch of weird stuff that I've never seen before. We can purchase microprocessors. Recommended install hyperdrive. Installing a hyperdrive in Starship will allow long distance interstellar travel. So we need to begin hyperdrive installation. Okay, how do we do this? Access the ship inventory and install with E. Use the technology slot to save space for cargo. Right, okay, so let's see. We're gonna have to go back to our ship anyway. So let's do that for now. Damn it. Yeah, so this Yengaruga is scary as shit, man. I'm absolutely calling them Yengaruga. Ooh, is that a new thing? Hello, are you new? No, I've scanned you before. They're like some Billy Goat things. They're like Billy Goat. So we're almost back. No more getting some again, getting it now means that we have to get it later. So make it a habit, guys. If it's not clear enough right now, I've been repeating this the whole time. Oh, okay, unless of course the Sentinel drones aren't happy with you, then you will. Sorry Sentinel, I won't touch those bad things anymore. Alright, we're back here. We need to start installing a hyper. How do you do this? Install the hyperdrive, access the ship inventory and install with E. Whoops! Sorry, idiot. Right, so we can they did recommend to use a technology slot in order to save space. So what we can do is, let's use the technology slot. Install technology, hyperdrive. So we can install this first. So installing doesn't mean you have it, because when you install it, you still need to equip it with the components. So installing it just reserves that slot for it, I guess, if it makes any sense. I feel like I need to destroy this rocket launcher, honestly. We can dismantle it for 100 copper and 50 condensed carbon though, it's not bad. Alright, so we need chromatic metal, which we know how to get, right? I think that's from refining. Unfortunately, we need to purchase micro... Okay, so we need a bunch of units. We need to start saving and earning 95,000 units while selling toggle exosuit and starship inventories. Open the guide to learn how to make money. I mean, we roughly do know how to make money. So this will be actually a good time for us to fly back to space station. So now the reason why I talked about the space station is because remember we talked about coming down to this area here. When you're on planets like this, you want to go around gathering commodities, resources that are important, resources that sell for a lot of money. That's the most important, right? And once you've gathered enough, once your ship is full, you want to travel back to space, which is what we're doing now. So you want to travel back to space and head back to the space station. So we're going to aim ourselves at the space station and we're going to enter pulse. And we're just going to travel back there. 5 seconds. Fast. Alright. So we're beginning docking approach. We can actually still shift. When we press shift, it's just to boost it. And then we're just going to line ourselves up for the landing. Alright. Back here at the space station. There we go. By the way, the space station has a very weird name. Hergati's number 4 system. Not sure what that means, but it's probably the owner who found this. Yeah, so what we want to do is we want to sell things to the space station. So you will notice that there's a marker over there. That's the terminal. So all trading with the systems, or rather the quote-unquote in-game marketplace. These are not marketplace by players, by the way. These are actually just in-game, kind of like part of the game. There's actually a galactic. I think they're called galactic terminals. So you can actually come over to the terminal right here. Galactic trade terminals, yes, and you can actually buy microprocessors. Now the unfortunate thing is we do not have a lot of money, but this is also where we can actually discover what is actually on demand here. So you notice that some of these things, so for example when we go into the sell, a lot of these things are selling kind of like on average prices. We can actually go further down to the different pages and you can see anything that is green, right? Like for example, decrypted user data is in high demand right now. right? And this means that when we are able to find decrypted user data, we can actually sell it for a significant amount more. Whereas some of these other things are basic to them. Like for example, the albumin pulse that we found is actually selling for minus 0.8%. Now it's really tiny, it is almost insignificant, but if you're really into min-maxing your money, you might want to be careful and you might want to sell things that are in demand. Same thing for buying. So you can actually buy things as well. And some of these things are, for example, if you buy nanotube crates, it is actually produced locally, so the price is significantly lesser. You can buy it in bulk, and you can fly over to a system that is actually buying nanotube crates for more money, and you can actually earn a huge amount of income from it. So yeah, but for now, enough of that fair for now. I mean, you guys don't want to hear about it yet. We'll dedicate a special stream for that. Right now, we need to buy microprocessors, and that's gonna cost us quite a bit. Now, at this point in time, I am also wondering whether do I want to do this or there is something else I can do. Now, this is a bit scummy, but I think I might as well cover it. I may regret it. Wow. Now that's a ship. It's C-class though, but hell, that's a ship. I do have this. I have this. Now the only problem is, I remember that when you redeem your free Horizon Omega ship, it is a little bit buggy. And my only worry is whether or not the bugginess will ruin my current ship. Now honestly though, there is almost no value in keeping this ship. Now this is, I mean, some of you guys might be a little bit more nostalgic and want to keep this ship, and I don't blame you, okay? The Radiant Pillar could be a very nostalgic feel. You might want to keep on, like, hold on to it just because it's, you know, it is valuable. It's kind of like a memorable ship. I actually feel like I want to hold on to it. Okay, so what I'm contemplating now is I can actually redeem my bonus content. Now, if I do that, it actually means that I will sacrifice my current ship and I will replace it with this new bonus ship. If I remember, the ship does come with a hyperdrive. So that's actually a fast way to clear the mission, the hyperdrive mission. I'll tell you what, guys, as much as that would be the easier way to do it, let's do it legit. Let's pretend like you guys do not have the bonus, the pre-order bonus ship, and we will do it as intended. So assuming we do not have a pre-order bonus ship, we actually need to sell things. So what we're going to do is we're going to come over to the space station. We're going to enter into sell mode. We're going to sell things to them. Now we can sell a few things. So we want to sell, first of all, well, we can sell the heptaloid wheat for now because we don't really need it for now. At least not that I can see it. It does sell for a good amount though, plus 23%, so we can sell this. I want to sell the wait, why can't we sell this? Oh, sorry, switch to your starship inventory. Sorry guys. Don't forget to switch to your starship inventory. Then we can actually sell this for 73k. Actually, that's a lot of money. So let's sell all our pearls. Again, right now, holding on to the pearls has no value at all because the pearls are just meant to be sold. We don't need to hold on to it for now. We can find more subsequently. But yeah, I think that actually might be enough already. Okay, we can sell a marrow bulb. It actually sells for a good amount. So yeah, we can sell this. There. So you can see right now we have got a whole bunch of units. Now if we really are hard up and need more units, right, we could even do this. So we can actually go over to our discoveries tab. Oh no, we can't. We already scanned it. So what we are getting is nanite. Okay, never mind. Oh, acidic rain UK. Right. So let's upload all, I guess. There we go. We got 84 nanites. Okay, unfortunately, because we have already... So when you scan when you initially scan the things, you get the units. When you upload it, you get the nanites. So just an easy way to remember it. So unfortunately, that's all. We can actually now spend money to get our microprocessor. So we need 5 of it. So let's make a purchase of 5. And I think we have just enough for it. There you go. There. So now we need to, last but not least, refine chromatic metal. So we're almost done here. I know that I've been streaming for way too long, but that's the nature of No Man's Sky. Once you really get into the whole fields of No Man's Sky, you can spend hours, literally hours, just lost in space, you know, just kind of wandering around, doing your own things, finding your own path in space. Hours can be sunk in just like that. So don't be surprised. I mean, I'm not surprised. There's a new guide on advanced trading, but we won't do that for now. No need to do that first. We need to gather copper, eh? Okay. So you know what, for the purpose of this, what we're gonna do is we're gonna head back to base. I feel that staying in base would be a good way to kind of keep track of where we want to go. Now the only problem is though, we might not know where the base is. Oh god, I actually lost track of which planet I was originally on. This is some obtuse. Oh, that is our base. Okay. So let's kind of angle ourselves to my first base and we can pause there. So one thing that you want to know is that every time as long as you find a planet that you kind of sort of like, you can then kind of set your first base to really stake a claim on the planet, and that's when you can really start working on, you know, resource gathering or figuring out what you want. Honestly, in terms of your home base, like the planet that you want to live in, just go for something beautiful. It might be really tedious to look for a planet that has the resource you want, has the things you need, and still want it to be beautiful. I mean, the RNG, the nature of this game is everything is random, so you might spend a long time looking for that perfect planet. I'm more of like a visual kind of person, so I want my base to just look nice. And if I want efficient bases, I'll just build a new one on another planet to help me gather resources. So my base is meant to be more of just a chill place for me to relax and enjoy life. And that's the purpose of it. So let's kind of target the landing somewhere around here. Shit, okay, manage to land and get a landing spot. Okay, so nice block. Now we're here nice and comfy. What we're gonna do is we are going to need to look for copper deposits again. So copper deposit right there, 600 units. Copper deposit 700 units. There is a phosphorus, copper 200. Right, so let's go to that one. Wait, I feel like that was the one that we went. Okay, we're gonna go over there to just double check. I'm not sure. It might be the one that we discovered. What do you mean investigating? All I did was fly. Don't fault me for flying. Come on. Yeah, that was the jetpack. Oh yeah, this was the copper we found. Shit. Oh, by the way, at this current juncture, I don't think resources like this respawn. But don't quote me. Maybe after you leave and come back, it might respawn. But from what I understand, the resources don't respawn. So when you are gathering things, do be mindful of that as well. And yeah, just be prepared to do a little bit more exploring if you run out of resources nearby, you know. Okay, so there's another copper ore here at about 520 units away, not too bad. So we can kind of run that way. Our stats are looking pretty okay. So once we find ourselves a second, I mean honestly, we just find a copper deposit, we should be able to collect more than enough to you know, get started on it. So the oxygen rich plant here, we will say no to that. Very nice to have a bunch of oxygen. Now the annoying thing is that this planet seems to have a lot of freaking sentinels, which means gathering pretty... Now again, this is another reason why this is definitely not going to be my permanent base. I mean, after this live stream, maybe I'll do some off-screen searching. I mean do some exploring of the other planets a bit off-screen. Sorry. So I might not cover every single planet. Again, I won't lie, while the planets do look quite different, it's essentially more of the same. Essentially, the idea of visiting a planet is, you know, scan the life forms, get money, scan the resources, upload it, and then after that, go to the next planet, repeat, rinse and repeat. So, in terms of gameplay, it's actually very repetitive in that sense, if you're doing that as your main money making. So I don't feel like I need to cover every single planet and every single, you know, exploration. I'll do that off screen and kind of do it in my own pace. Yeah. So again, the focus here when I'm streaming is only more for the story content. It'll be focused more on the story stuff. So yeah. So for now, we found our copper. Let's just grab. And again, like I said, things like for example resource gathering, copper grinding, and all. You guys don't want to watch this, honestly. You guys can't be bothered to watch this, so I won't bore you with it. I think. So let's just gather what copper we can. Again, it's good to always have more. Oh, we can actually use X to summon. Oh shit, hell yeah. Oh yeah, okay, but when you use X, right, it does cost fuel as well. So if you are really stingy like me, don't use X. I mean, don't summon your ship because it does cost your launch thrusters. So if your ship is really not too far, and of course unless you're like lost or something, if you know where your ship is, which you usually will, because you can actually scan and then you can just tag your ship and then you can just run home. Yeah, so if you're super stingy like me, then you wouldn't want to just randomly spend randomly spend your thrusters on it, you know. So let's just do a quick sprint back. We can even collect some good stuff. So again, the good thing about traveling is that you can collect resources along the way. So don't forget, these are pretty important. There's a nice little wheat over here. We could grab that. Do we have enough inventory space for it? Yeah, we do. I mean, thermal protection is dropping, but it's okay. We should be back in time before the damage starts to hit, so it's okay. And the V hydrogen. Again, crucial. Okay, so if you guys want to hear a little bit more about how I do my early gameplay loops, like back when I was playing this a little bit more, generally what I do is what I described. I do spend quite a bit of time on my first system. I will try to explore all the planets and unlock as much as I can until I'm bored. Whenever I'm on the system, I actually focus a lot of my exploration on number 1, salvage data, which is something available. You can actually scan for salvage data and just run along to it and collect it. Another thing I do check out is caves. So caves are where things like, for example, the cave marrow, the pearls and all, these are actually all available. Now there are other commodities as well, so maybe I can scan some to show you right now. I guess you could consider the solar vine. You probably can collect that. Now these things here. Oh no, the humming sac is the pearls. Now there are other types as well if we can find it. Yeah, unfortunately most of the things here are humming sacs, so maybe we can't really find any other types. But there are actually other types of commodity as well. So there are these little crystal glyphs looking thingy as well, glowing glyphs. That's actually one of the commodity or the things you can collect on planet. So basically go for the high value items on the planet. Once you are full, fly up to the space station, sell them all for a good buck of money and then come back. So this is really kind of how I loop around in terms of like exploring the first few areas to get myself some money. Now that we're back here, let's get the portable refiner. Let's get refining on the chromatic metal. So we need to get copper, which we have. Now we only need 125. So what we can do is we can start processing first. Yeah, so it's gonna take a while. So while we're doing that, okay, so you notice that everything is dark right now because outside is dark. I believe that subsequently there will be lightings and all. So, but for now, our base, again, this is not meant to be the permanent base. For all you know, the next time we come back to stream, I might have a different base because I will want to spend some off-screen exploring. So I will be flying around the different planets. So there are a couple of planets we can explore, and essentially what I'm doing is I'm finding a spot where I can kind of hunker down and make my first base. Now, in a possible situation where I can't find a place I like, I can still keep this base, and subsequently when we travel to other systems, maybe we can find a better planet to stay in. So that's the current plan for now. Let's not actually forget to grab this. Okay. So now we can do our final installation. So let's head over to our ship. By the way, it's just a habit for me to get into the ship. You don't have to. You can do this from outside as well. As long as you're near enough. Alright, chromatic metal installed. And, oh sorry, the microprocessors installed as well. So again, if you have the pre-order ship, with the pre-order bonus, you can actually skip this, and I believe and I remember you can skip this entirely. But because I'm pretending like I don't have. I mean, subsequently I will find a time to redeem it so that you guys can see how amazing that ship looks. It really looks very nice, honestly. But yeah, I mean, we'll talk about that more later, next time. Alright, so we have installed that. Now what does the game want me to do? Alright, so objective complete. Install the hyperdrive. Let's see what it is. Wait, hyperdrive successfully installed, and then you asked me to return to the ship. Why didn't you tell me that earlier? Okay, so let's return. There we go. Auto diagnostic report. Hyperdrive successfully installed. Hyperdrive fuel status empty. Okay, so hyperdrive is complete. Perhaps I will really find answers out there amidst the stars, but without the warp cells, I will go nowhere. I need to find a source of antimatter. So let's turn the scanner to antimatter. Search the antimatter traces with the starship scanner. Okay. Yeet. Atmospheric interference detected. Perform planetary scan from orbit. Right. So they are hinting you at what you need to do. So let's get into orbit first. So what they mean by in orbit is basically fly up into space. So basically get out of the atmosphere. When you, okay, basically how you need to know is once you see an occasional lag, and then you see this, that works. So right here. Alright, so search the antimatter traces with Starship Scanner. So right now what we can do is we can press our scanner, do a ping. There we go. Scanner detected antimatter traces. Reach the marked location. So let's aim at the marked location right there. It takes 4 days, but of course with hyperdrive it will be faster. I mean with pulse engine. By the way, when you're pulse engine and you're entering the atmosphere, the game actually automatically cuts you out of pulse. Oh, it's actually on a different planet. Cool. Well, I guess we get a chance to explore a new planet now. Right, so here we are. So let's kind of angle ourselves correctly. Yeah, so we're entering the atmosphere really hard here. Not recommended. Alright, so planet Itsusia, I don't know how it is. Okay, so I believe this planet has been discovered by someone else before. There is a weird thingy over there. Wow. What is that? Should I get distracted? No, no. Let's just get to the antimatter traces. So I'm gonna like just boost it. Yeah, so we break through the atmosphere. Mission destination, land to begin search. Alright, so let's kind of just angle ourselves somewhere here. Bit of an untidy landing, but it's alright. Right, here we are. Brand new place. So here we are at the high energy moon. Nucleic atmosphere, minimal frequent fauna. So this is just some basic stats of the moon that we're on. So the difference between planets and moon is actually nothing significant. You can still land on the moon and explore as per normal. It's still treated like a planet. But basically, if you look at our discoveries tab and we look at our planetary area systems, this Itsusia is actually a moon that orbits around this planet. So this moon actually, it counts as we discovered it. I'm wondering why, because I thought initially it was discovered by someone else. Why does it count as discovered by Astro Prime? Huh. That's very confusing sometimes. I'm very confused right now. Yeah, so this moon is apparently discovered by me now. I'm not sure why. Maybe someone didn't bother uploading it. Well, we could upload it. And we could, but I won't bother for now. I mean, I'm still a bit confused with all these dinguses, so whatever. But basically, we are now on a new quote-unquote planet. Oh, by the way, when you look at the planet, you can actually see what are the resources they offer. So, for example, this planet is copper, uranium, salt, and gamma roots. This one, however, is solanium, copper, phosphorus, and salt. So do be mindful of where you are flying, because different planets offer you different things. Now, I honestly feel that if I want to build a world, this looks like an icy planet, but this planet looks like something that could look pretty. Now, honestly, this system is not, I'm not a big fan of this system. Everything looks very grey and dreary to me, so that makes me really sad. Most likely off screen, I will try and explore and unlock some of these planets and see if there's any planets worthy of our living, you know. But yeah, for now, I mean, we'll not talk about that for now. Let's actually get the target strip and try and find our antimatter first. Right. So target aligned. Okay, so we're not near enough to scan it yet apparently, so let's hop over there. Life support system is low. By the way, this planet is a irradiated planet, so we want to be careful about that. Now we can scan, oh no, we can't scan things yet. Huh. Target's still aligned though. Okay, let's charge our radiation. On my way back, I'm going to scan some of these things to earn some money. But again, as you notice, our toxic, it's extremely toxic right now. So, right, so 200 units. We're still pretty far. By the way, the higher the hazard level. So, for example, some planets are kind of sort of cold. So your hazard protection will slowly drain, but whereas if some planets are extreme freezing cold, then your hazard protection drops even faster. So, oh, there we go, finalizing signal. We're almost there actually. I think it's that building over there. There we go. I mean, they definitely reworked the entire system. I mean, this entire like searching system, it feels very reworked. Alright. Alright, so here we are. Wait. Oh shit. No way, you're kidding. This is not good for us. I remember this crap. Oh, please don't eat me.
Radiation protection.
Oh, please don't eat me. Guys, this is very bad. This is not a good place to be. Okay, so we need another pass, fine. Corrupted terminal. Okay, so we can actually remove this goop here. Alright. Terminal online. Selecting key. Decrypting. Success! The terminal is stocked with an unnerving pulsating slime. Nevertheless, it appears to function. As I touch the input panel, the alien substance reacts violently. I make a note to avoid getting closer. The device opens, revealing a single unblinking crimson eye. It prints out a blueprint for antimatter accompanied by a strange message. Read the log. You will find us when the time is right. 16. Creepy, creepy! Alright, so now we can... Oh, so as you see, antimatter is actually not the most complicated thing to make. Like, it's honestly... So condensed carbon is essentially carbon. We use carbon and we refine it to condense carbon. So, yeah. By the way, guys, what you are seeing here is actually a decently dangerous place. I remember this because this was in the original game as well. Ow. Shit. So be super careful when you explore. So when you walk into this, you immediately already know that this is a danger zone, right? Like, it's pretty obvious. You can actually find things if you want. Within this building is relatively safe, except, I mean, look up a little bit more sometimes, because sometimes there are like weird flora that will eat you. Yeah, so I mean, we have to make antimatter right now. We're kind of close it for now. Any weird flora? No. Alright. Okay. There we go. Yeah, so we're getting a good amount of items on this. Here, I'm not sure what this is. Oh, it is light. Yeah, let's keep it on, I guess. Yeah, so as you can see, okay, there it is. Yes. Research specimen. Alright, so you notice our standing increased by kin. So basically you have favor levels between all of the different races. So as you can see over here, our Viking here. So you can see where our standing is. They're neutral to us. Gek is also the different standings. Now what's important is the words. So remember when we talk to aliens, they are talking in gibberish. As you learn more words, and I'll probably cover this in a separate live stream, but basically, long story short, on every planet there will be these huge black stones. These are all randomly generated as well, so you just need to explore to find it. But when you find these tall standing black stones or temples, go to it, you can actually learn a word. So every time you unlock a temple, you learn one of the words of one of these races here, and the more words you unlock, the more sense they will make. So it is something that is a long-term progression kind of thing. So just make it a habit to explore every single temple. If I get a chance, I'll show you guys, but not in this live stream because we're kind of really running out of time. Now, I want to be extra careful when I go out. I suspect something might happen. So let me just tell you guys. Wow, that place is great. I feel like I want to explore that, but never mind. These things right here, these whispering eggs. My suggestion is be very careful when you're touching those things. As much as possible, in the early parts of the game, don't touch it, alright? Don't bother touching it, because these things are dangerous. Basically, they spawn these weird, scary looking aliens that will eat you. And they do hurt a lot. So they are definitely more for more prepared travelers, not meant to be for travelers that are not prepared at all. So, I won't suggest meddling with those. We know it's there, we try not to touch it, and that's it, okay? So we try not to touch that at all. So we're gonna fly back to our ship, right? I mean, while we're here, we might as well do some scans. Wait, I can't scan this. I don't really know what this is. Odabi. Is it because it's been discovered by other people? I mean, there's an unidentified one. Yeah, so I guess you do have to make sure you are scanning unidentified things. There we go. So again, make it a habit to scan because you get units from it. I know it's not much, alright, but since you're already gonna explore a planet, you might as well take that a couple more seconds to just scan things, and you can get that little bit of money, and it will add up, I guess. Alright, so we need to refine the condensed carbon for antimatter. Now this is the last part of it. So let's fly back up into space first. Okay, launch thrusters back at 0, so this is a nice time for us to then repair our launch thrusters with our fuel. Now pulse engine is going down as well, so let's use the tritium to repair our thingy as well. There's tritium hypercluster. I believe we are supposed to break it down to tritium as well, but we won't do it for now since we already have it. So let's jet out. and then let's travel back. Oh wow, the lag. So let's boost back to our base. It's not the longest trip. You can actually not let go at all. So once you are arriving at the location, your ship will kind of just enter the atmosphere on its own. As you can see, I'm not actually controlling it. And once you enter in the suborbital flight, you can kind of regain your control. The game does it automatically for you. And then you can just start to make your descent. So yeah, do take note, the pulse engine is only when you activate pulse, which is the space bar and that super hyperspeed thing. That's when you use your pulse engine fuel. The one that recharges with tritium. As long as you don't click that space bar, generally you can fly infinitely and forever. So the only fuel, so to speak, is that tritium, that hyperdrive fuel. Right, let's just slow down ourselves. Let's kind of land somewhere around here. Oops. Alright, nice perfect spot. Alright, so let's refine condensed carbon for antimatter. Now we only need 3 more, so the good news is we don't really need a lot. We can actually just... There we go. Okay, so that's the carbon done actually. What do we need next? And we now need... So, that's done. Oh, we can create antimatter already, cool beans. Alright, let's see. Oh dear, we're out of space, aren't we? Okay. There's a life support gel. Oh dear. Okay, for the purpose of this, let's start to refine this. By the way, all of this rusted metal thing there's no other value besides to refine it, so just go ahead and do it. Oh, we need chromatic metal, right? Which we need copper for. How much chromatic metal again? 25 rupees. Right. This might take a while. Okay, never mind for now. Let's kind of just plonk this back first. Let's get the copper and make the chromatic metal. Now, at this point in time, it would be a good time also. By the way, as long as you're near to your starship, you can actually access the starship. So you can actually kind of plonk things into your starship. But again, your starship doesn't really have the most amount of space. So usually what you do is you want to put in items that are meant to be sold. Now those things you can actually leave in your starship, because then when you fly to the space station you can sell it. It's all part of inventory management, and this game's inventory management is actually pretty severe. Is this feces? Faciums. A foul smelling, it could be feces. But yeah, anyway I was saying, the inventory management can get very tedious. This is one of the weaknesses I feel of this game, and because there are so much layers and inventory management, it gets really, really tedious. So you might get really, really turned off by all of the inventory management. But trust me when I say that this is a lot better than last time. Last time when you first played the game, when it was on release, it was an absolute nightmare. Absolute nightmare. It has significantly improved already. So yeah. Alright, we got ourselves our antimatter. Last but not least, we need to assemble the antimatter housing, right? Antimatter housing, this one. Oxygen and ferrite dust, thankfully we have it. And then we can craft our warp cell. So this is the warp cell. There we go. And now we can fuel the hyperdrive. So we can hop over to the starship, head over to the hyperdrive, and we can prong it. I know it didn't give a lot of shit, but alright. So now this is the part that is really cool. We actually can jump to another system already. Now whether we want to do it or not, I won't do it now. The reason is because, like I said, I do want to spend a bit of time charting this system as well. So we will definitely not be jumping off into space just yet, right? What I'm gonna do is we can launch into. So they want us to launch into space, but I'm gonna show you guys what I mean. We're gonna fly back to the space station because that's where we're gonna come ourselves. So when you launch into space, they will actually update the quest to indicate. There we go. So the galaxy map is now. Let me just show you guys. Maybe this is a good way to end the live stream, because I'm going to show you guys really how come this is going to be such a big game. So we can actually access the galaxy map. That is actually by pressing X if I'm not wrong. No, not X. Where the hell is galaxy map? Galaxy map. There we go. That. Ta-da! So this, in order to give you guys a good appreciation of how huge this goddamn thing is, this is where we are, right? We can enter free look by right-clicking, and we can just zoom in. This tiny little star here, this is Susan. This is where we are. Basically, those 6 planets you saw, that one giant-ass planet that we've been running around in, that space station, it is all in this one tiny star. This is the entire game. Every single one of these tiny stars here is a planet. Within this star here is a whole bunch of different, I mean, it could be 3 planets, it could be 2 planets, it could be 7 planets, it could be 1 planet and 8 moons, it could be anything. Every single one of these stars here is going to be a system you can explore. Every single one of these stars here, it has a chance that a player has already explored it, but it could also be a planet or a system that we are the first to ever explore. So yeah, if it's not clear enough and the vastness of this, it is 360. I can go up and there are stars here. I can just keep going, guys. I'm literally moving straight up, and we are just going. Obviously, these are all way out of our, I mean, of course, these are essentially, like you can see, this planet here is 2,455 light years away, way out of our ability to fly. Right, as we power up, as we get stronger hyperdrives, we can start traveling more. But as you can see, I'm not even kidding, I am traveling, and this is only one direction out of the 360 direction that we can go. And yeah, if it's not clear enough to you by now, this is really how big this game is. Right now, if I look around, I'm not even exaggerating, I'm lost in space, essentially. If I wanted to go back home right now, I would not know. As you can see, I've already lost track of my home. I have no... Oh, by the way, if you want to know, that little glowing thing up ahead, if you want to have a good direction of traveling towards the center of the universe, that is the center of the universe. So you can actually explore anywhere you like. The game doesn't stop you. You can just explore the entire universe if you really wanted to. But if you ever want to recenter yourself to the center of the universe, what you want to do is just look that way, and you are centered. So now there's one thing that I'm very interested to know. On the top left hand side, you will notice this little mini map of the galaxy. That's new. I've never seen that before, but I believe that's new. And that shows you the... So remember I said the center of the universe, that's the galactic core. Your entire game is going to, including the story I believe, will push you towards the galactic core. Of course, as you go deeper and towards the center of the galaxy, you'll get to experience a lot more cooler things and a lot more higher tier things. Right now, if you notice our little beacon right there, we are more on the outskirts of the galaxy. So I'm going to press backspace, and that is going to zoom me all the way back to our home. And yeah, honestly though, even within our home right here, look at it, there's already so many stars. Each of it a system we will explore. Now I hope you guys can appreciate why I say that this game is huge, phenomenally huge, a lot of possibilities, a lot of adventures. It is not for everyone. Again, I must say, even though I'm fanboying over this game, I must acknowledge that this game is not for everyone. This game is for you if you are a gamer or a player that likes to enjoy exploring. You are okay with no direction at all. You are okay with just the sense of openness and an adventure. You are okay with coming up with things you want to do and deciding what you want to do for yourself. If you're a gamer that prefers linear gameplay, you need the game to tell you what to do. You need to work towards an end in the fastest possible way. You can get it in this game, but you might feel the grind if you don't have that sense of adventure and exploring. So I won't talk any more about it. I think I've said enough. You guys can really just... The game is on 50% off on Steam at the point of this recording, and I believe there will be more discounts further down. No Man's Sky is truly a game that is so worthwhile exploring right now. So if you're a fan of sci-fi, you're a fan of exploration game, I highly suggest you take a chance at this game. It is phenomenal, it is huge, and again, for our Chillstream right here, we are going to have so much more exploration moving forward. So yeah, but again, all of these things are additional these are all additional bonuses. We will not be warping to the galaxy just yet. What we are going to do is let's angle ourselves towards the space station and make a beeline for it. Yeah, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to end the live stream right here. I'm going to park myself on the space station. I'm going to do a lot of off-screen work. Like I said, I plan to at least map out and explore the other 3 planets as well. If I happen to find a planet that I enjoy and the scenery looks great and we find a place that looks good, I might build my base there. If we can't find a planet like this, then what we will do is in my next live stream. So I promise you, I will not warp to another system unless we are streaming. So I will try not to explore. I want to really let you guys experience warping to a new system. We'll do it together on stream. So that's my promise to you. So everything else off screen, whatever I'm gonna do, I'm gonna do it here because the quest has already asked me to go somewhere else. So whatever else here is really just free for us to do it, and I will do a lot of that as we hang around here, right? So we're back here, nice and safe on the space station. I think that is a lot of content covered. I'm gonna end the live stream right here. I hope you guys, I mean, honestly, this first live stream, I didn't expect myself to stream that long, but I'm not surprised because I am playing No Man's Sky, and No Man's Sky has been a game where I've basically lost hours into and I didn't know how fast time was flying. So, hope you guys have enjoyed the adventure so far. I'm definitely enjoying myself. The Chillstream is off to a phenomenal start and I can't wait to explore more of the universe. So hope you guys enjoyed it and I hope to see you guys hopefully tomorrow. I'll try to stream tomorrow, but if not, I will find a time to stream. So I hope to see you guys in the next stream. Yeah, thanks a lot for joining us.